All right, guys, we are back. We are back. It's going to take a second, I'm guessing, for everybody to get back in here. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what was happening there. We had a little glitch.
I guess StreamYard didn't like Steve Smith much. But then again, who does like Steve Smith, guys? I mean, let's just be real. God,
that's true.
I'm going to try that one more time. So I'm going to play this again.
Moronic.
Yeah, I'm going to play it again. And this is, and he's eating his words, by the way. He's eating crow. But let me go ahead and play it.
He's going to make the statement. When the playoffs come, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will go get ran. They're going to get routed. And I know I probably shouldn't say this is going to be a good old-fashioned ass whooping. I believe. I don't believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be showing up like they did against the Detroit Lions in the playoffs.
Well, he was correct. They didn't show up like they did against the Lions. They were better.
Absolutely.
So
they beat the brakes off the Kansas City Chiefs, almost worse than what they did against the Lions. That was more humiliating.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Than it was for Detroit.
Each game of the playoffs, they got better.
A little.
It was amazing. And next year, but let's not talk about next year right now. It's too much fun to right now. Let's talk about this year.
We can talk about the draft. Let's talk about.
No, let's talk about yesterday.
Right. I will give Steve Smith credit. He is one of the only media people to pick the Buccaneers at NFL Network.
Yep.
But I mean, that's because he had his foot in his mouth already. So kind of had to.
No. Steve Smith actually picked him to win the game yesterday.
Yeah.
After the moronic comments that he made.
Well, that's exactly why he did it.
Yeah, but he said, you know what? I was an idiot. I got to take my foot out of my mouth. I was wrong. And because I was wrong, I need to take my foot out of my mouth. I will pick the Buccaneers. So he manned up about it.
If you just listened to Bucks Report, he would have picked them all season long.
That's right.
No, just listen to Peter Blake.
Oh, there you go.
Beginning of the season, the man said, quote unquote, it's Super Bowl or bust.
I can't even believe it happened. I woke up this morning and was like, let me turn on the TV. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I went a little too overboard. I was like, they could go undefeated possibly. Not quite.
Yeah,
but
I know. You said 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, undefeated.
I thought just the talent they had. Imagine if they had this, if they were playing the same way
next year.
Week 1 from week 14.
Yeah, I mean, next year. Shit. I don't expect undefeated, but next year.
Yeah.
I mean,
40 touchdowns. That's
how does
crazy.
It feel, guys? Seriously, how does it feel? I'm dying to know. As tired as you are, Joshua, let me tell you something, man. For what you've gone through this past week and a half, and doing what you've done, brother, honestly, I mean, just an applause. I mean, if anybody hasn't caught those videos, that was just unreal.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What did you guys feel like this morning? I mean, I love that analogy that Rick said. You know, I had
this morning.
Just let me check.
This morning, like 1:30 in the afternoon when I woke up, I was like, where am I?
Oh, see, I had to work all day.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, no, please tell me no. I don't please no. And then I was like, is this, does this really happen? And I was doubting, I was questioning, but I walked into work. I did this on purpose. I walked into work 5 minutes late because there's a meeting every morning where everyone's gathered together. And I knew I'd be busting in. Like if I did it right, I could bust in the door and like kind of make a scene. So I walked in and I was wearing a shirt, like not a work shirt, but a shirt like you'd wear to a club, and gold chains. I was going full Ryan Fitzpatric. Mirrored sunglasses. Yeah, mirrored sunglasses. I had We Are the Champions playing on my phone, and I walked in, just made loud entrance into the door. And everybody just started laughing, and I stood up in front of everybody and said, I want y'all to know I will be as humble as I've been all season. And it was beautiful. It was a wonderful moment. It really was a wonderful moment. And some of the people are like, they really wanted Kansas City to hate Brady. So that was a beautiful moment for me.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. I mean, you know what? I've been what they call a closet Buck fan. Okay. I mean, everybody knows where I'm from, but I've lived down here for how many years? And yeah, I've always rooted for. I mean, I want to see the team do really well. But I tell you what, since I've been on Buck Report, I don't know, since what, week 4, week 5, Rick?
Yeah.
It's been around that long.
Yeah.
You know, it just kind of grew on me, and I really started getting into all the narratives and really started digging into it. I'll tell you what, I made a lot of money off the Bucks this year. They've cost me a few bucks, but I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun yesterday, man. That was just a blast. That Deck Bar and Grill, it was popping in there. My God, socially distanced.
I saw that.
I was. Let me put it this way.
Peter had him falling in his laps at the end of the night.
We're gonna.
I don't know how to get home.
I'm adding the professor here. I'm going to add the professor here. And guys, I'm going to step away for a couple minutes. If you guys can run with this for a minute or two, and I'll be back.
I'll post the show.
How you doing, Johnny?
How's it going, guys?
I'm doing fantastic. How did it
How's
feel
it going,
when you woke
Jacob?
up this morning?
I mean, Joshua. Jacob's up here so much, I'm used to just saying Jacob, you know?
What's up, Josh? Not much, man. I took my victory laps today around Facebook, Locker Room app. If you guys aren't in the Locker Room app, make sure you check that out. It's amazing. You guys will really enjoy that. But took my victory laps, and it's just so surreal still. I'm watching the replay of the game before I came on here, and I still can't believe how well the team executed Todd Bowles' game plan. I knew they were going to win. I had them winning by a touchdown. I didn't think it was going to be like that. But how
by
well
11 or more
executed the game plan was
Johnny
just
even
to
said
me
that.
Remarkable on both sides of the ball and on special teams. Shit, they all 3 phases. Incredible.
Thanks for that, Harry.
Johnny, I have to know, not what you ate for dinner, but seriously, when you woke up this morning, because ladies and gentlemen that are out there, the professor is an OG. He's been around since the inception of the Buccaneers. Johnny,
literally
how did
on
it
the practice squad.
No, seriously, how did it feel, Johnny, waking up this morning? And I'm going to go full screen to you, my brother, because I just really want to know, and I want you to tell everybody what it felt like to be part of this year. Oops, and I just removed them.
It's just starting to hit, man. First thing I did when I got up was I went out and I looked up Joshua's interviews, man, because I wanted to go through those and see what he had there. And as I listened to those interviews, man, it grew on me. You know what I mean? And by the way, Joshua, great job on those interviews. One more time, dude.
Thank you. You're able to listen to.
Well, I went the
last
wrong way.
night's?
Here we go, guys. Yeah, tell me about it. Joshua did a really good job with those interviews. I mean, Joshua, exactly how many total interviews did you have?
Last night, I got to talk to about 9 players: Gronk, Evans, Godwin, Shaq, Marpet, Golston, Davis, Sean Murphy-Bunting, a couple guys, all excited, all real humble.
I did get a chance to see
the credit.
I did get a chance to see the interview with Gronkowski. That was extraordinary. I mean, he just looked like. I mean, first off, when you're talking to him, it's like he was your long lost friend. Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing, man?
You can't mess up a Gronk interview. If you mess up a Gronk interview, you need to be gone. I mean, he carries that interview, don't he?
He was great. I mean, deflected, and put the credit all onto his teammates.
Yeah, I was sitting there yelling at the thing. Gronk, you're in Tampa. You don't have Belichick looking over your shoulder. Just be you, bro.
That was unreal. Hey, we're going to go ahead and read some of these comments right now because they're starting to load up, and we'll wait for Rick to get back. We got Matt Colson. Turn around, says, I'm back. Yes, you are, sir. Because, we had to go ahead and we had to re-log on. Something happened in the show. I guess Facebook didn't like what we were doing. I guess I have no idea. Frederick Brown, Bucks 2022 Super Bowl bound. Wow, that's putting the cart before the horse, isn't it?
Not really, because
come on, man. It's hard to repeat, guys. I'd love to see it. Let's just get through this offseason. Let's see who they're able to sign.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have most of these guys back. I mean, I know emotions are really high after a Super Bowl win, but from what they said and what Coach said, Mike Evans is already going to restructure. I have it on good authority that Tom Brady is in the process of restructuring and extending to free up some cap money and stay here longer. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on behind the scenes to be able to try to keep this team together as a whole. Now, the only guys that I'm worried about possibly leaving, Leonard Fournette, Antonio Brown, and Ndamukong Suh. I see everybody else returning.
You know, I got to tell you, and I don't want to talk about, Debbie Downers on the show, really, but I don't see how they're going to be able to keep the receiver, Godwin, because they're going to have to.
They're working on his contract right now. So they already said that they were going to either give him an extension or they were going to tag him.
Let me tell you something. If they're able to sign him and convince that young man not to go somewhere else and get legitimate wide receiver one money, that general manager, Jason Light, should not be the general manager of the year. He should be the general manager of the decade, because that'd be really tough. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just want to say something. Stop with the JJ Watt talk, everybody. He's old. He's had back problems. He's injury prone. Please stop with the JJ Watt to Tampa Bay Bucks. On to Chris Godwin. I mean, I would expect a shorter term deal, 2 to 3 years, to try to keep this team together for as long as everyone's contract is until they're expiring, in order for him to test the market out. But I expect him to be around for a shorter term deal where he comes back and they have a chance to go for another championship. Really think this team, I'm looking around the conference, I'm looking around the NFL, and I don't see who can match up against this defense the way they play and against this offense the way they're able to put up points with a full entire normal regular season offseason. I just, at 2020 Super Bowl bound, I would say pump your brakes a little bit, but, just keep your foot on the gas too.
I'm not pumping my brakes, man. No. This is the year. This next year is the year I had picked for them to be there. We got there a year ahead of time. Okay.
No, I had this team going. When I seen that team rolling, Johnny, honestly, after that Detroit game when they had to come back and play the Atlanta Falcons, Rick said
I'm talking preseason last year. I picked this team to go to the divisional title game, but they would go to the Super Bowl in 2021 or 22. Okay. This team it's built for a Super Bowl run. That's what Brady said in his interview last night at post game. He said the foundation's here. The team is here for a long-term Super Bowl run, a dynasty. If you want to say.
I'll tell you this, from what I observed yesterday, the Tom Brady and the offense did an adequate job. It wasn't blazing to me. I mean, it wasn't a typical Brady game, that Bruce Arians and the boys are calling, where he's going to throw for 300 yards and pitch it 50 times a game. They ran the football with efficiency. They were extremely balanced. They actually ran the ball a couple more times than they passed. The defense won this football game. They completely got after Patrick Mahomes and on their offense. And when Mahomes got defensive, like I was saying from before, when you're missing those two offensive linemen, boy, you really took that boy out of his game. They flushed him to his left. Everybody's seeing that. I mean, he hasn't done that all year long. They played containment on that whole right side the entire game. They moved him to his left. He was lost. And then toward the end of the game, I don't care what you do, and I don't care if you're the biggest arm ever to play the game. When you run 25 yards backwards, you're not completing passes.
Yeah, well, Brady threw, 3 touchdowns? Or 2 touchdowns and a run touch? I don't know.
No, he threw 3
for 3.
Mahomes
ran that offense wasn't shut down.
Mahomes ran for 615 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Progress, 600 yards. That's crazy.
From sideline to sideline trying to get out. And I'm not taking anything. First of all, I want everyone out there. No one should be taking anything away from Mahomes. The guy put on as good as a performance as he could have done the way this defense played. That vertical throw that's going to live in infamy that bounced off the dude's face mask that should have been caught for a touchdown. The half a second too late throw that he spun out of Shaq Barrett's arms and threw that falling backwards into Pringle's arms where he was just out of the end zone. Mahomes, I got to give him credit. He is the best quarterback in the league.
Hit the face mask of his receiver while he was falling down, being tackled, man.
He is the best quarterback in the league. He had a bad day. I said that turf toe injury probably wasn't fully healed and could be an issue if they got back to him early and often.
I'm going to tell you what caused his bad day was our trenches.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Mahomes is still a hell of a quarterback, and he deserves our hats off for going out there, especially playing injured. But we them Bucks, baby. We them Bucks.
My brother, it's not that he had a bad day. I'm telling you now, I've rewatched it again, and I had that 30-minute video of it to rewatch it. This defense smacked him in the mouth. He did not know which way to go. This defense arguably played their best game of the entire season. Bar none.
Game plan was perfect. Execution was perfect. Can't say enough about the will and determination and the imposability. I don't know. Whatever. They imposed their will upon that offensive line and just didn't let up all game long.
Yeah, they got in everybody's head. They got in the receivers' heads. They got in Mahomes' heads. They were frustrated from the first quarter on.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go back to the comments. Matt Colson, Steve Smith wasn't the only one talking. Wasn't the only talking head saying this. That's absolutely correct. Teresa Baxter. Hi, guys. Happy Super Bowl hangover. I don't know what's happy about a hangover, but I do understand what you're saying, Teresa. How you doing this evening? My man, you can Ben Israel. Absolutely love this guy's name. He hating because he played for the Garbage Panthers. That is absolutely for sure. And our buddy from the north of the border, mission accomplished. How does it feel up there, Mr. Mike DeRoche? How does all of Canada feel that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are world champions of the National Football League? And Mr. Johnny Dean, there was an ass whooping just the other way around, Steve. Willow Meadow Brook, hey guys, loved the game. We absolutely loved it as well. Good evening, Ben Parrish, one of the many haters, absolutely. The truth. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. If you haven't stopped already, that's a problem. They have an 800 number for that, guys. Kula Ellison, hello, go Bucks. TB12, go Bucks. Back to Willow Meadow Brooks. How about that? Absolutely love the emoji. Thanks for responding. Frederick Brown, they actually finished what they started in week 12 in the third quarter. What do you think about that, Joshua?
Yeah, I mean, you saw the difference having Jamel Dean back there. You saw the difference having Vita Vea back there. And just what a beautifully executed game plan can do. It allowed Sue to get less double teams. It allowed him to get after the quarterback with 1.5 sacks on the game. It allowed Carlton Davis to shadow Tyreek Hill and have them use all three quarterbacks on the field at the same time in a way to just shut down their other wide receivers that they had and Sammy Watkins and whatever, and allowed them to double team Tyreek on every play. And you saw the swarm technique when he was tackled underneath, when he got the ball underneath. It allowed them to play so much more of their game, to have all the cornerbacks. And I asked most of the defensive players, how much did Todd Bowles, after he was done implementing the game plan this week, just said, all right, guys, go out and play. And they said, they all said, you know, that's exactly what he said. Go out there, play your game. And he let them play free. He let them play to their strengths. And you really saw that show up for almost every player on that defense yesterday. The way they got pressures, quarterback hits, sacks, pass deflections, interceptions. Another year of some of these other guys in Todd Bowles' system too, where they can. I mean, we saw the progression that Devin White and a lot of these cornerbacks and safeties took in year 2. Imagine Antoine Winfield in year 2.
Man, look, man,
it's pretty bad.
Did you see? I don't know if you paid attention to X's and O's at all, but there was 3-4 defense played in that game. We got 3-man rush. We got 4-man rush. We got blitz packages came in. We had 2-man over the top safeties with the zone defense. That Todd Bowles is a freaking genius, man.
There's everything.
Downplay what that guy has done.
You know,
there's everything in that game.
I'm telling you right now, that was the first time all year that I've actually seen them run consistently that hybrid defense. Because usually 3-4 teams do that. And this team actually ran that yesterday, and I was just watching and going, oh my God, they have completely puzzled Kansas City. And you know what really surprised me most about in this game, guys? Because I was talking about it. When they were missing those tackles and the offensive lineman for Kansas City, I said that was going to force them to go ahead and keep a 2 tight end set a lot. And they were going to go ahead and force the running backs to go ahead and protect and probably make them a little bit more one-dimensional. They barely kept Kelsey in the game in the backfield to go ahead and block. They were absolutely insane to go ahead and do something like that. I never understood that.
It's crazy.
Did they have a fullback in the game?
You know, a couple of times get.
I'll get started on Via Vea one in a minute.
Anthony Sherman made a couple appearances.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
For them, but.
Well, Rick, we held the fort down for you just until you got back over here, buddy.
We were real close to starting to talk about draft and stuff, though.
Oh, it's okay.
No,
as long as
not.
If you're going to start talking about me, it was going to be a problem because I want to hear whatever, funny things you have to say about me. Look, I am more when I take everything into account, like when I see the Steve Smith thing that I played, and when I take into account all of that, all the talk that for years and years, it makes today surreal. You sit back and you wonder, it's like when I hear the Kansas City Chiefs fans complaining, there's almost relief because it's like, okay, I can't handle it if everybody was saying, wow, they're really good. I wouldn't know how to deal with that. So, you have Chiefs fans acting like whiny little babies. Okay, I can. At least now they're still an enemy, because they got rid of every enemy. Think about it. They Drew Brees gone. Okay, he's permanently gone. Aaron Rodgers beat him twice. Intercepted it. 3/4 of his interceptions or something like that this year came from Tampa. There are so many levels of I don't even know what the word is. It's cathartic. Wow. Thankfully, you look at the Chiefs and you see they're saying, "Oh, it was the referees." Well, come on. Look, you still have to score.
They're always going to come up with some sort of an excuse. What about the other 8 or 10 games you can count this year that the Bucs never got really good calls for them? And I'm
really, but you still have to, even if just for that game, you still have to score. And the calls that they're complaining about were all defensive calls. They still couldn't score. So
I'm still dying to know what Tom Brady supposedly said to the Honey Badger. We can't probably say this over the year, but
he called him a name. That's what he said. I'm like, really? And the funny thing is, he went back at him. Brady went back at him, and you at some point as an NFL player, you have to look at things and say, you have to look at things and go, you know what? I'm. If there's one guy I'm not going to piss off, it's him.
Tom Brady.
Right.
Tom Brady just walked back there and said, "Scoreboard, bitch."
Right. Yeah. That's probably what it was. That was the bad word he called him right there. It was just, There
it was. My bad.
Yeah. There was a memorable time to this game yesterday for me, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It was toward the end, and I actually thought about Joshua Coallen when it was happening. It's when that guy jumped on the field with the bra in his hand. He was running, and he went.
That made you think of Joshua?
Yeah, and I'm going to explain why. Because the guy
was
a marketing genius.
I'm
going to explain why in just a second. The guy he was advertising a porno site, and that's the reason why he did it. So why couldn't we get Joshua to run out on the field? Okay, and have a BR hat on.
No, it was already. Listen, it was already the plan, but Joshua has COVID. Which, by the way, Joshua, you've got to be tired. So let's get you out of here. Tell everybody. I
got a couple things to say. First of all, not only did that guy advertise a porno site, his buddy and him also had a bet, and his bet jumped up. His buddy jumped down to create a diversion. They had $50K at plus 750 odds. Cost $1,000 for him to get him out of jail. Still cleared $374,000 off that bet.
Yeah, that's
get out of town, bro. What you see? I knew I was thinking about you for a second. Why didn't you tell me this 2 days ago when you were sitting on the couch talking when I was at your place?
Wait, he made $370,000.
Yeah, and the guy got a misdemeanor
because the bet the bill was $1,000.
Absolutely. Okay, is there anybody in this room who would not have done the exact same thing for that amount of money?
Yeah, I would lose all my credentials and everything. So, but for
$370,000, bye-bye credentials.
Yeah,
I'm not a proud man. I'm a bad man.
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna see my credentials.
Maybe
I will be flashing my credentials. It wasn't that cold.
I did want to answer one thing. Christopher Cole asked, how much time did they spend with 3 cornerbacks on the field? It was about 88% of the time that the Bucks had 3 cornerbacks on the field. One stat I wanted to point out is something that you might have thought that the Chiefs would have tried to attempt with having, such lack of ability to stop the pass rush, is the Buccaneers had a jumbo tackle as a tight end out there. Joe Hager's on the field for 31% of the game while they're on offense. And the Chiefs, for some whatever reason, didn't decide to put an extra lineman on the field as many times. I didn't understand that. It's like it's one thing like this. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are doing it to help run and help for pass blocking against Frank Clark and some of these guys. But literally, Mahomes is running for his life to the tune of 650 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I have an answer for you.
Throw an extra lineman on there and try to, what's going on?
I have a one-word answer for you. Stupid.
It's just and everyone made so much out of Andy Reid and his ability to prep for teams with 2 weeks. He's one of the best coaches with 2 weeks to prep. I think I forget which one of you guys said it. It was just they were just kind of cocky. They were just kind of cocky, and
I think they thought they were going to come in and win.
Float their way through and
yeah,
backflip their way into the end zone, and that was it. And they got smashed in the mouth from the very first time.
You know what's funny is the karma beauty of the last several games when you have think about the postseason. You got Chase saying, "I want Brady." All right, you got Brady doing his whatever. I mean, then you've got what the next game was the Saints and all of the trash talk and all of the dancing in the locker room and the posing on the field.
That was my favorite non-Super Bowl win this year.
Yeah, yeah. And then after that, you got Rodgers doing his hip thrust, right? And then in Kansas City, you were paying back for the flashing the 2 fingers back, and there were so many things. And let me tell you something.
Don't forget Winston. Don't forget Winston this year.
I forgot.
The dub.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. That is what I was saying. Is when I said New Orleans, I said dancing in the locker room. That was Winston, and all of those things that happened there, and Cam Jordan talking, all of that. It was like the ultimate karma debt payback. This whole postseason, it was like, let's just go through the boxes.
For me, Green Bay was more the media than the Green Bay. It was more the media saying,
no, but the hip thrust and the arrogance of that, and then they never scored again.
His ass after that. It was still arrogant, but
that's
the
media
point. Picking, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers MVP.
Yeah,
to go up there and shut them up. That was more, the national shutting them down.
Did you hear ESPN came out with their power rankings for next year? Do you hear that the Bucks are number 4?
Fourth.
Disgusting. Somebody Lucy, you got some splaining to do because
I don't think Mahomes gets back to the Super Bowl in the next 3 years.
This is a strong statement because you do have Buffalo.
I don't think that's a strong statement, actually. You got Buffalo and you got the Ravens, and the Ravens have already changed staff.
Yeah, this was a big deal.
I don't think they need to do some stuff.
Yeah.
And Eric Bieniemy, you just cost yourself a head coaching job next year unless you get
listen. I think Todd Bowles has gone after next year after what just happened.
Yeah,
so somebody's gonna want that guy. Joshua, where do they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Joshua_C_Allen. I'll be popping in the shows all week long until I get my own show back up, The Audible. Still trying to lock down a date. Most likely Thursday. Maybe we'll start it next week. Maybe not. I got to figure it out, my work schedule and everything like that. But we'll be back up and running with The Audible. Until then, guys, Super Bowl champions. They did it at home.
Beautiful.
In Ray J.
History.
We them Bucks.
History.
Peace.
Deuces, brother.
All right, let's bring the dude in.
The dude.
All right, hold on. There we go. Dude, how you doing?
Much nicer.
Well. A couple things I want to throw out here, guys, and I'd like to hang out with you three young gentlemen because it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey, Jameis, we ate that effing W, bruh. Okay, we ate it. Hey, discount double check, and all other State Farm paid spokesmen. You would have gone to Allstate. You too could have avoided mayhem like this. Let me point out to you real quick before we jump on to the let's celebrate here. Huge shout out to Joshua Cole Allen. Not even sure if he divulged that publicly, but it's out there now. So for the past 10 days, this man has been holding it down for Bucks Report, hunkered. There's the word of the day. Hunkered down in his bedroom, quarantining for obvious reasons, and literally being on, at my count, I believe it was somewhere between 35 and 40 press conferences, holding it down for Bucks Report so that we can bring you this kind of content. Now, can I just say something, man? I've got a list of people here. Pat Mahomes' mom. Yeah, I'm about to talk about your mama. You want to know why? Because she got on Twitter and turned herself into a Karen in one night.
Is that K with a Karen or C Karen?
It's C because other words start with C as well. But we're going to behave because Rick's going to get uncomfortable. So, if you complain about officiating and you can't put the pigskin past the goal line, you have failed. If you come in with your chest out and doing backflips in people's end zones, telling them that's 2 touchdowns, it's going to come back to bite you. But, oh, honey, boo-boo badger, do I got something for you, young man. First of all, you should have picked up on those fake news reports that you were going to sign with the Buccaneers a couple years ago. You wouldn't be in this situation. You could, too, have avoided mayhem. But here's the thing, man. You can trash talk, I don't know, Tyler Johnson, the rookie wide receiver. You can trash talk maybe Scotty Miller. But you don't tug on the GOAT's coat, man. You don't mess with Tom Brady. When Tom Brady, Mr. Composed, Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collective, comes across the field to get into your face, oh, buddy, you haven't jumped the shark. You have penetrated the shark. And that's the problem. You guys, from the opening play, number 95, you talked your smack. You pulled your cheap shots. Honey Badger, we saw you hold 7 times that weren't called. So miss me with that BS. Hey, Andy Reid, by the way, you can mix a salad in with that burger every now and then, bro. Pat Mahomes, hey, man, you played a hell of a game, gutsy game and all that. You still look like a freaking Muppet. And your mom, well, you need to tell your mom to log off of Twitter. Anybody that's going to point at the referees and say they threw the game because of Tom Brady, you know what you are? You're salty. You know what else you are? You're misinformed. And finally, you know what else you are? A loser.
Absolutely. Can we get rid of the narrative of GOAT and baby GOAT? Is it suffice to say we could say, like I said last week, it's the GOAT with the Billy GOAT?
I can't even go. Here's the thing. Pat Mahomes, don't get me wrong. The guy's got one hell of a resume, right?
Well,
but you don't get called GOAT in college. You don't get called GOAT when you're on your 5th year. You get called GOAT when you can stop and look back at a lengthy career and say, I have literally accomplished everything there is to accomplish.
It's not the greatest of all week. It's the greatest of all time.
It's not the greatest of all first half of your career. Right. It's the greatest of all time. Now, Harry, I just want to say yesterday from the Deck Bar and Grill, mucho props, bro. I don't know much Spanish. I think Tongo Sa means orange juice, but I think adios means goodbye or hello or something. But you brought a Tampa Bay sports legend on to the pregame show yesterday. Tampa Bay Devil Ray closer, Roberto Hernandez. What a way to crush it. That was amazing. And by the way, can you get this man a tonic water? Inside joke, only Harry knows that.
Can you imagine that?
Johnny Dean. Johnny Dean does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Actually, kind of behind that weird little picture we're looking at there right now. I think that's the professor. Johnny Dean has to get a lot of props for the stuff he does behind the scenes. Now, that said, Rick Hughes. I've always said you can't have a bid on Bucks Report if there's not either a cat or Forrest Gump or Robert Kraft on a massage table involved.
Or Brian Pearson.
And Rick has proved that over and over again. Now, everybody down there in the comment section, I'm pretty sure we put the StreamYard link in there. Realize all 4 of these guys you see here, these 4 chuckleheads, we're here for you. We're here because we thought the Buccaneers and most sports aren't covered the way people want to cover it. So we brought all these little personalities here. We mixed them up together, and we kind of just threw it out on the internet, and it's working out well. It's taking off. I do want to say, us 4 chuckleheads are filling in for the greatness that is Peter H. Blake, host of the Sports Web Live on Bucks Report. Man, let's just give a shout out to Peter and Ray, and of course Harry, Philip Schwegler. Hell, yeah. Mark Madonna came in from California. You guys pulled off a 12 to 15 hour day yesterday. I would say you don't look worse for the wear, but you know the camera doesn't lie. We say that, but we say this. We say this with love and respect to not only the gentlemen on camera, the people behind the scenes, but each and every one of you down there in the threads that are either commenting, liking, or sharing. Hell, even the ones that are down there all upset and posting nonsense. We appreciate you too. Now, I feel like that was like my Jimmy Kimmel something monologue BF. So let's have some fun, guys.
Absolutely.
Hey, dude, wait a minute. Dude.
Yeah.
I need you to repeat everything you just said because I didn't hear a thing after you said Brady penetrating honey badger.
Well, first of all, you're asking me to remember everything I just said.
I think it's Peter was tired. That's what we were really trying to do.
Well, I mean, the worst thing to have after a Super Bowl victory is a tired Peter.
That's absolutely true.
Especially if you're trying to penetrate the honey badger. There.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
wait a minute. Wait, what is this? Okay, 37:51 into the show. Okay, I just needed to know that for when Prime Cuts comes up next.
Well, and also you can censor that all you want. This is TVMA tonight. Listen, guys. The Buccaneers, way back in March, I think it was even February, said, hey, we're going to change the uniforms. You know why? Because the alarm clock numbers suck. And they changed the uniforms, and everybody was excited. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, thank God. I mean, now I can put down my coffee mug with alarm clock numbers on it and feel okay about myself. But then they signed Tom Brady. Then they signed traded for Rob Gronkowski. And the domino snowball effect started. Yeah. And we had several people who are like, Tom Brady is going to be the Michael Jordan version from the Washington Wizards. Steve Smith probably said something about Tom Brady has a small. Well, we won't go there.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is the Buccaneers, and trust me, the guy here, the dude, has been very hard. And I'm going to do a pause here on Jason Light, so you can't put those two together. Has been very hard on Jason Light because of some of the things he's done in the past. But let's be 100% honest here. Bruce Arians, we know after reports and the story has been told several times, Bruce Arians came here because of Jason Light and his relationship with him. We know Tom Brady came here because of Bruce Arians and the team that he had put together. We know Gronkowski came here because of Brady. We knew Leonard Fournette, LaShawn McCoy, and the dominoes just fell, like I said. Ladies and gentlemen, this team, way back in March, threw their proverbial junk on the table and said, we're going for a Super Bowl in our hometown. And here we are, 7 months later, hoisting that damn trophy.
Awesome. That is an awesome. That's it. You summed it all up. I mean, it was that.
Okay, I guess show's over. He had it all
right.
said.
Everybody have a good night.
Nice segue.
Man, dude, that's how that you couldn't have said that much better. I mean, you're right.
He
They
does it
put the
with
junk
one
on the
breath.
table. Yeah, they put their junk on the table, and then they said, they said we want the hometown Super Bowl, and I'll be damned if they didn't do it.
And let's be honest. And Harry, what you did out there yesterday at the deck, the pregame show was amazing.
Thank you.
Harry came on a little late in the season here at Bucks Report. So you didn't have to suffer through the offseason last year after signing Brady of the broken goat, all the negativity. I mean, I'm sure you saw it, but let's just say the Buccaneers and signing Tom Brady was being compared to Buccaneer fans, the Buccaneers signing Alvin Harper.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
You're getting a washed up player.
Yep.
And
can't third deep.
Yeah, the system is Belichick and the Patriot way. Bro, it's the TB12 way.
Absolutely.
If you want any proof about it, next time you go to any press conference or you read any article with this information in it, no, the majority of this Buccaneers football team ended up getting on the TB12 nutrition program.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I believe you, because earlier in the year, actually was about, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago, Rick, when we were having that little discussion regarding, who was it, Brady or Belichick? Oh. And I was kind of the guy in the middle, like politics. I was the guy right in the middle.
Yeah.
Remember?
No.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
It is Brady. I mean,
wait. You're getting good at saying that, Harry.
Holy crap.
I know.
Harry,
you don't understand.
Good job. Bravo.
Thank you. But by the way, Rick, I didn't go to the last comment there. I don't know who pushed that. I mean, I know where we left off at. If you'd like me to go to it,
Teresa Baxter, we love you too. We appreciate everything you do. Now hit that share button.
That's right. Is that the one you're talking about, Harry?
No, yeah, Teresa Baxter was the last comment that was made. We're actually going to be right here, where Carl A. Youngman says Devin White is the real MVP. No controversy. What do you think about that, guys?
No.
12 total tackles, 1 interception, defensive MVP, sure. But let's be honest. When the team went to the sideline after each and every series, they were looking at Tom Brady. They were following Tom Brady's lead from the non-training camp, non-preseason, all the way up to day one. Dude, they haven't lost since week 12, right?
And listen, they've won 8 in a row.
Why not Gronkowski in this game?
Well, let me say why. Let me think. This is sort of my thoughts on this whole thing. Look, okay, Gronk caught a couple of passes and had several good blocks. Okay, fine. But the problem is this: was Gronkowski that much better than, let's say, Shaq Barrett, for instance? Shaq Barrett, you look at Shaq, right? You look at Shaq and you say, all right, he had what, 2 sacks? Okay.
He had 4 quarterback. I mean, there were 8 quarterbacks in the game, and half of them were Shaq.
Him. When all those yards, when you saw the hilarious looking, when you saw Mahomes running back away from the line of scrimmage, he was being chased by Shaq Barrett every time.
Oh, by the way, that number just increased. I just read to 750 yards negative rushing for Patrick Mahomes. It almost reflects.
If we talk for a little while longer, it'll be.
He's still running.
He's still running
home to Kansas City.
Yeah,
he is still running.
Every time he turns the TV on and sees Shaq Barrett, he's going to start running again.
Yeah. Listen. There's nothing. I have nothing against Mahomes. I think Mahomes is phenomenal. And my only thing about calling him baby goat. Okay, look, just call him a kid. Just call him a kid. Okay, that's what a baby goat is. So for right now, he's a kid.
Well, baby goat, he was more like baby shark last night. He was just flopping around.
He was nothing last night. But you know what? That's last night. And
there's only been 2 goats in all of sports. 2 goats. That's Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, period. My opinion, you can't take it away from them. They got to stop ordaining
Tiger Woods.
Well, I mean,
team sport. Let's go team sports and individual.
Okay.
If we're going individual, Serena Williams spanks Tiger Woods.
I'm with you. I think they're our greatest of all times. But I understand your point of in team sports. Okay, I'll go with that.
We've ordained, okay? The general media has ordained Patrick Mahomes the GOAT. Come on, guys. This is too soon.
I agree. That's the point about he's not the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all.
Well, and to be fair, the national media also gave Steve Smith a job, so there's that. And let's be honest. Hey, Steve Smith, I know you're not listening, but I'm going to say it anyway. We know why you're salty. We know when Mark Barron literally took your soul on the sideline, 10 years ago? Okay. It was so bad that you left a really crappy Carolina Panthers team with Superman Cam Newton. And you like, how far north can I go? Does New England want me? No. All right, screw it. Let's go to Baltimore. I'm getting away from these people.
Yeah.
Steve. Okay. The pretty colorful suits don't mean a thing. Your goofy smile, acting like, I don't know, some kind of Mr. Clean with your hairstyle and the way you look.
Hold on.
It's not working.
Hold on. Does anybody remember Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch?
No,
Harry, you just interrupted a dude rant for Huggy Bear.
No,
come on,
dude.
I get what you're saying.
Huggy Bear reference is the best one of the night. Huggy Bear had way more swagger, and you know what? Hey, Steve, I think Huggy Bear has as many rings as you too, bro.
I think Steve just wants to be Michael Irvin.
You can't be Michael Irvin unless you've got 400 pounds
rings.
Dude is doing anything he can to make himself relevant because that's his job now. Okay, he says crazy things because that's what's gonna get him attention and eyeballs are what he gets paid for. Okay, look, is he an idiot? Yeah, he's always been an idiot. It goes back to when he was a player, but there are so many people that are on the train that say stupid things about Brady. It's phenomenal. And we're going to get to them shortly.
I give Steve props, man, for coming out and saying he was wrong.
I agree.
He had to, bro. His Twitter feed was exploding. like, dude, think about this. In a time where there's a global pandemic, all the crap that went on in the Capitol, Steve Smith was #1 trending on Twitter during that. Okay? That's how historically stupid he sounded. Now, what I will say about Steve Smith is nothing good because you're a Carolina Panther. You're a glitter kitty. You know, that team that is home to Gerald McCoy, as Gerald McCoy stated. Oh, wait, you're a Cowboy. Oh, wait, you're not a Cowboy. You're not anything at this point, sir.
You know where he's going to end up next year, I think.
Yeah, he's going to come here and say, I will play for a free TV 12 subscription.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want some vitamins and free hair extensions down the street at the barbershop.
And I'll play for a bottle of vitamins and a little bit of relevancy.
and maybe and here's the thing, Gerald, you did a great job for many years playing on a very crappy team. Okay, what went down with the Buccaneers was horrible. It was bad look on both sides, but that's also business. It's never good when people are fired or let go.
Well, I've got a question. I have a question actually for Nick Citro. If Nick Citro ever makes another appearance, I have a question for Nick. Nick, now do you see the difference in a Ring of Honor player and just the biggest name on the team at the time? Because Nick thought Gerald McCoy belongs in the Ring of Honor. And now you see Ndamukong Suh destroying Patrick Mahomes on that sack. I mean, you never saw that from McCoy. That's
fairness,
the difference.
Can we do like Deshaun Tisdale and where he won't refer to Winston by name? It's always he who shall not be mentioned. Can we do this with Gerald McCoy and call him by the name he wishes to be called, and that's Geraldine?
Geraldine
and Krabby.
Geraldine.
How about
that? Hold on. Let's add Matt. Let's add a couple of guys here. Let's add Matt and Mr. Brisket, Mike DeRoche.
It's the free for all.
We've been sitting there forever. You guys have been sitting there forever, Mike.
Wait. That's an imposter. That's not Mike DeRoche because I can see his face.
Yeah, really. Is that you really, Mike?
We won. So he's showing his face. He was
That's right. It's not the normal. Here we go. It's not the normal Mike DeRoche look.
I was really hoping you'd come on like you did last night, Rick.
Yeah, with your little uniform there.
Oh, that was beautiful. I was
Is that
loving
Matt
it.
Colson?
Yeah, it's Matt Colson.
Matt Colson.
I'm in there somewhere.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm in the middle of Chiefs country, and I couldn't find enough toilet paper at the store so I could bomb those houses up and down the street flying the damn flag. They were going to force me to buy a 24 roll pack for $19 million just to have a little artillery. And I couldn't so,
Well, do you know why you're having that trouble, sir? Is because, as we found out in my best Maury Povich voice, Kansas City is the greatest team. Yeah, it was a lie. You're full of yow.
You know what? Kansas City. All I can say is congratulations, and yes, I'm doing this on purpose. Congratulations to the great state of Kansas.
Nice.
Oh,
That's all I have to say about that.
that's Missouri double down.
since you ran out of ammunition,
But you know what? And by the way, Harry, I've got to tell you something, and I want you to hear this, Harry. I want you to know, how I have to deal with the producer here, the foul-mouthed producer. You might think that this is a new thing that I have to deal with the foul-mouthed producer, but no. The foul-mouthed producer is 6, and let me tell you, day 1, it started this way.
Are you my daddy? I hope not, because you are stupid.
Wait a minute.
I like that cat, man.
Where did you get that video of Pat Mahomes' mom?
Oh.
Or was that Tyreek Hill?
No, that was Tyreek Hill talking about Pat Mahomes' mom.
Oh.
Peace.
Wow.
Did you see my post today, Rick, about the how to give Brady some motivation for the next 4 or 5 years?
No.
Did you read it? I looked everything up. They said.
Oh that, all the things he has not yet accomplished.
Right, that he can do here, and we wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
That he needs to reestablish the dynasty. So you got to win 3. That's
3 in a row.
They did 3 and 4. They did 3 out of 4 in New England. He's got to reestablish the back-to-back, which hasn't been done since he did it. And then there's this marker of Bill Russell with 11 rings with the Celtics. That's the high water mark. So he's only 4 behind. We got to get him one of those. And we get all that accomplished. He'll be old enough to be older than Blanda, and he can retire with all of those markers covered.
Yeah, but can he kick a field goal? Can he kick a field goal?
A field goal? You know what? You know what the answer to that question is? If he wanted to.
If he wanted to.
Yeah.
oh my God.
He already mentioned on Twitter to somebody about the 11 rings.
Oh, you guys all want to? Do you guys all want to get into? Let's do it because this is a fun crowd.
Hey,
here.
we have breaking news though.
What's that?
Tom Brady has just developed a colony on Mars. Back to you, Rick.
Would it shock you? Hold on.
With Steve Smith and Mahomes' mom.
Yeah, here we go. All right, guys. Y'all ready? Let's do this because this is a fun group.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
Oh boy.
Okay, no, this is not just Bucks fans. This is not just Bucks fans. Right now, special Super Bowl edition. This is every fan. Just plain stupid fans say. You ready?
Brian Pearson. Oh.
Now hold on, and this is stupid things the media say. Plaschke from the LA Times. The Chiefs will batter Tom Brady in Super Bowl blowout.
Bill Plaschke hasn't been right since the 70s.
And it's nice to know he kept that going.
Hey, can I say one thing?
Yep.
Kudos to Plaschke or Plastic Cheese or whatever his name is. You threw a battered reference into a player formerly from New England, like, double dip battered. But go ahead.
Oh, okay, good. That's a good one.
Well, at least he didn't say Antonio Brown battered. Anyway.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
Okay, let's go to this because
doesn't Rick look like a kid about to open a Christmas present coming downstairs on Christmas morning? Look at him.
Fire the cannons and the practice guys are on the field.
No,
it's the Chiefs.
Look who said it.
Twitter.
Oh.
The Kansas City Chiefs Twitter said fire the cannons.
Oh, good God.
We
Oops.
did.
That's where the conspiracy
Oops.
started right there, Rick. That's where it started.
Yeah.
They paid off the referees on their own, and they put that stupid thing up there. It's like Oswald. You know, they had him on the headline the day before it actually happened in Australia. So there you go.
Here we go. Green Bay would have made a better matchup for the Chiefs instead of this blowout. And by the way, this group NFC Prime let's just say they're fueling. This segment is brought to you by this.
So what this guy's saying is we needed a worse team to go up against.
Exactly.
So you could have entertained me, and I will say, are you not entertained?
When did you get into NFC Prime?
I don't know the day.
I thought I had that group hidden.
Nope.
Who set that?
Okay.
Was that,
Hey,
Don't
hey,
choke
Rick,
up,
Rick,
Listen,
Rick, is that a
Casey's gonna
Kansas City?
What?
Is that a Kansas City Chiefs impersonation you're doing there? Of choking?
Yes, I was choking. Casey's
this
gonna
sounds,
keep
this
going to the
sounds like
Super
Brian
Bowl.
Pearson.
I can't say the same about the Bucks.
Are you sure Brian Pearson
Oh, my
didn't write
God.
That's
Wow.
the alias. That's the alias.
Yeah. Wow. Here you go. Rodgers, check. Breeze, check. Mahomes, check. What else do you want from the greatest of all time of every sport, Tom Brady? I got to
A
give him this.
colony on Mars.
Yeah. Until then, he's a letdown. Now, here's what I want to point out about this. Let me try and get this comment. Hold on. I think this is the one.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is a colony on Mars?
Where?
Okay.
All right.
Something that searches around Uranus.
Hold on.
Oh,
There we go. All right.
Are on your anus?
He said he called me something I won't repeat, but I'll let all the media throw me under the bus as if I did something or said something. Now, by the way, look at the picture. Who's trash talking who? Okay.
Well,
He's got
and
the
it came
finger
out,
up.
and the funny thing is, Math Owl, or I'm sorry, Honey Boo Boo, deleted the tweet when he was informed that Tom Brady was mic'd up by the NFL. So nice try there, buddy. Let me introduce you to Pat Mahomes' mom. You guys sound like you'd hit it off. Maybe we should invite Steve Smith, you salty bastards.
You can say whatever you want to say. That's all there is to that.
Salty.
But at that point in the
Congrats.
game, we were in their head, the whole team.
Yeah. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to step away real quick. Harry,
Yes, sir.
take it away for a minute,
We are
please.
going to go back to the comments. Let's start with something nice. Miss Teresa Baxter. Hey, Harry, I've been missing you. I miss you too, Teresa. Carl
I like
Youngman.
the way you picked the one you wanted to start with, Harry.
Yeah, it was the next one, guys. Carl Youngman, I'm still celebrating. You got to be careful, bro. Like I said, you keep celebrating too much. There's an 800 number for that. Christopher Cole, we can pass you because you're on. Kula Ellison. Cheers. Man, a lot of drinkers out there, aren't there, dude?
Why do you call him out, Harry?
'Cause I'm the only one on screen with a cup in my hand.
Oh,
This
no.
is true.
May your cup runneth over, dude. Kyrie Norman was so lit, I couldn't sleep. So I just called in. Boy, that defense played the ass off. The linebacker stole the show. Okay. Steven Glasker. What's up, fellas? Go Bucks. How you doing, Steven?
What's up, Steven?
Stephen, how about I can't read Cajun too well, Teresa. I don't understand what that what
Here,
that
let me
is.
do it for
I'm
you.
like
How about the old guy who betted $3.6 million and won?
there you go. You know
I
what?
bet you there's some casinos that are closed right about now.
No,
That's
but
a lot of
what
money.
a brainstorm, because someone was talking about this last week that he bet
mattress
$3.6
guy.
million. Yeah, the mattress guy. And it was a media frenzy for him because what he offered was is if the Bucks did win, and anytime you spend $3,000 or more on furniture, it was free. He reimbursed them if they did it within a certain time frame. So the guy just double dipped. I mean, even if he lost, the amount of money he would have lost, it really would have just offset. I mean, it was just
Guys,
unreal. Yeah, absolutely. Ben Parrish, KC no touchdowns. Our defense is lit. Look forward to it next year, guys. Philip, they should have a parade on this weekend. I don't know, guys. Are they going to have a parade? Anybody hear
They're
about
talking about it now, and I just put up an article about that.
Are you ready for the dude's official suggestion for the parade?
Absolutely.
After we witnessed the utmost responsibility of Buccaneer fans crowding 250,000 people into like a 10-block area, I think what you do is you put the Buccaneer Super Bowl champions on one of those pirate ships. You send them right down by channel side, let everybody line up like a bon voyage. Thank you for coming. We can limit the spread of whatever's going on here and still get to celebrate. That said, hey, I'm glad Rick is back. Not because I don't like Harry. I love Harry, and you can mark the tape on that one too. Rick is the only guy I know that has 10 o'clock plumbing services. So
yeah, I had
to keep getting off to get his pipe.
I had a what? Wait, what?
Well, there we go. Mark the tape.
Mark the tape again. Something about me getting off is all I heard.
And getting your pipes cleaned.
Yeah,
that's why he had to run away so quick.
Yeah, well, you know,
Johnny, you said run. Oh,
okay. All right, let's just go ahead and try and steer this back to
Stupid Bucks fans say.
Okay, I think I did this one, didn't I? Yes. Okay. Did I do this one?
Yeah.
Here you go. Congrats to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a great game.
Israel, that's so funny. Check it out, bro. I have never thought of something that funny before. Man, you should have a Netflix special, bro. In fact, Israel, you're so funny, you could probably bring peace in the Middle East with that joke, you dumbass. Go ahead.
That's Rock Me Amadeus.
Oh.
Rock Me Amadeus.
And by the way, Israel Rivera, I'm completely confused which side of the world he's from.
Israel, he's rocking
NFC Prime. Back to NFC
Rivera.
Prime. Back to NFC Prime. Brian Chisholm Jr. So the amount of Super Bowl rings is how you measure the all-time quarterback hierarchy. That's just dumb, but apparently that's what makes Brady the GOAT. Well, let me ask you something, Brian. If it must be something with the name Brian. What in the heck? How do you suggest yards? Maybe it should be yards running behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm not sure what exactly do you use to measure? Because if turning a team that was 7-9 last year into a Super Bowl champion, if that isn't a good measuring stick, what the hell is?
Brian just needs to learn how to matriculate.
Matriculate up and down the field. He's probably a Dan Marino fan, and he's feeling jilted.
Now
that guy
are losing.
This
me.
one, though,
We're
by the
using
way,
Leo words.
Yeah, but this one absolutely is to me.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
Brian, that's Brian there, buddy. The junior at the end of your name is kind of rhetorical. We figured out you were a junior when you made Super Bowl one word. My God, pick up a book.
Okay. Yeah, they might have. You know this is going to be good with might have. And look at this is Devontae Adams. Yeah, they might have won, but Winfield, you lame for that. He still gave y'all 225, salty boy. And yeah, y'all beat us, but that don't have to do with this.
Hey, Devontae, you had the league MVP as your quarterback, and you're at home watching the Super Bowl. Sit down, son.
You just said it correct. Sit down and shut up, son. You're at home watching the Super Bowl. We were at home winning the effing Super Bowl.
Your bowl of Cheetos.
Good gracious.
You guys are vicious.
Guys, that freaking
Hey, I told you I was coming in hot.
You have to show this, Rick.
Yes, I have to show
You
this.
have to show this
Now
one.
listen.
This one play.
I've
Listen.
rewatched this play 1,000 times.
Everybody listen to
He
me.
hates me. I know it. I knew it.
Listen.
Everybody, this guy hates me.
Listen. I'm not showing the play. I'm showing something about this Instagram post. Does anybody know what I'm pointing out about? I wish I could zoom in. I wish that I could zoom in.
Jabba wins.
Real careful. Yep, at the bottom there. If you look real close, and who liked it? Jameis liked the post.
No, he didn't. Yes, he
Yes,
did.
he
Liked
did.
by Jabu Wins.
That's
3,
his Instagram, buddy.
130,000.
Yeah.
Jabu Wins is his Instagram.
That was a mistake.
Jameis.
We should have had Leonard Fournette run that ball.
I'm with you.
No,
I
you
am
got-
with you completely.
What have
So
you
now you're saying that Jameis Winston hates Harry the Greek because Harry the Greek, I hate to talk in third person, had a lot of money on one particular proposition bet that was paying absolutely huge money. All he had to do was score on that play in the first half.
Guess
I'm
who's
sorry,
hiding in the
man.
lobby? I didn't see him in the lobby. Hold on.
That Rojo just doesn't have the punch that.
Hold on.
Hey, Brian.
Hold on. The party
Here's
just
good.
got better and smarter. Look who's here.
Hey,
Guys?
whoa,
He
whoa, whoa.
just called us
Hey,
fools.
hey, we
Right,
got a
everybody
new,
We
clean it
got a
up.
PG now.
we got a new name for Jacob.
17.
Hey, Jacob, we got a
Keep
new
your
name
language
for you.
clean.
Guys, we did it. Or you did it. Or we did it. I'm here now.
We
All of
did
us
it.
did it.
We freaking did it.
Shout
We
out
did
to
it.
Jacob Charnow for filling in Super Bowl Sunday in the morning for the live content on Bucks Report,
Cleaning up.
which, by the way, he's got a new name. We're going to call him 2.2K. How
That's
about
right.
that?
He cleaned
so
the house.
Guys, I appreciate everyone, the Bucks Report audience for watching the show. It was a really fun show. That was probably the most fun I've had doing my show ever. And just the excitement everyone who came on was excited for the Super Bowl. I was excited for the Super Bowl. Everyone watching was excited for the Super Bowl. That was easily the most, the most views I've gotten on anything I've ever done. So that was a lot of fun. Dude, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to let me go on and fill in. It was really a lot a lot of fun.
Well, I
listen,
got to ask
you
you.
did it too, though. I mean, you didn't just host the show. I mean, you hosted a great show.
Thank you.
Crushed it. And just to be clear, I know you hate it when we bring up your age, so we'll just say you're younger. But how is it when the young guy pops on screen on this show tonight, suddenly we're that much more mature?
Well, he's sitting taller, which I really appreciate, number one. And number two, he can drive. Yeah, man.
I can drive. I can
Yeah.
drive. I can drive all over.
He can drive.
But can you watch a PG-17 movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I can.
He can get into
Now you can. All right.
As of 2 weeks ago, I absolutely can, Johnny.
You know what we're in the middle of? Do you know what we're in the middle of, Jake? Do you know what we're in the middle of, Jacob?
I do. I'm really low.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
I've been loving these so far.
Yeah.
These have been great.
Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see. Did I do this one? Yes. Yeah. All right. Yes. So yes, Brian. The amount of Super Bowl rings is how you measure the all-time quarterback hierarchy. You dumbass.
Jackass.
Okay. Devontae Adams. Yeah, you're just an idiot. All right. Here we go.
Jabu wins. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, he didn't.
No, he did not win. J-Boo watched. That's
By the
what
way,
it
that
is.
was still a touchdown.
That's the
And
most.
you gotta love
honest
this
I've
for the
seen.
Carolina Panthers. You gotta love this from we should have signed Brady from a fan of the Carolina Panthers. You get
How
away.
can that
Carolina
be in the-
Panthers.
Wait a minute.
31. What?
That's not a stupid thing, though. That's
No,
probably
but
the
that,
smartest
my
thing
point
you've ever
is,
said.
31 other teams are saying the exact same thing.
okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not sure about the pronunciation. Is it Takeem or Tykeem? Hey, Tykeem tweets out, "We should have signed Brady as he's wearing a Teddy Bridgewater jersey." Brah. Come on, man. Dude, here's the thing. And this is what we try to tell everybody here at Bucks Report. Always think before you hit send. Do you know why? Because if you don't, you're going to end up on this show. Go ahead.
Like Randy Mahomes.
Oh man.
Mrs. Mahomes, if you have to have the ref on your team, is that really winning? That's Patrick's wife.
And by the way,
No, I think that's his mom. No, that's
CC
Patrick's mom.
Her
Giselle.
mom?
That's Patrick's mom.
That's
thought it was
Patrick's
white.
mother.
No, his wife is Brittany.
Oh.
And look, and go back to it, Rick.
She's
And
a bit
look who
randy.
she tagged Giselle.
Yeah, Giselle.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
you
just
sure,
so we're
you
clear.
sure that's not his wife?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
This is what the dude was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, the wife or mom and Mahomes is so young they could literally be within a couple of years of each other.
Oh my God.
The wife or the mom of an NFL quarterback in the Super Bowl felt the need to, one, complain like a Karen, and two, directed at another player's wife. Hey, here's an idea. Mahomes, whoever you are related to, Patrick, in whatever way you are, did you notice that Giselle wasn't on Twitter trolling people? Do you want to know why? Because she's been here before. She's acting like she's been here before. She's used to it. You know what you are? Right now, as much as people don't want to hear it, your boy, see, that way his husband.
It wasn't.
Your boy,
it's mom.
as
By
of
the way.
right now, is still a one-trick pony, bro. Let's be honest.
And speaking of been here before, I mean, I'm sure you guys saw the video of the entire team celebrating in the locker room, and then Brady just packing up his stuff in his bag like it was like after like
No,
2
I
weeks
haven't
before
seen
game.
it. Well,
Oh,
that brings us to. Hold on, is it this one? No. Well, there's a it's a meme that I'm gonna actually have on the show tomorrow about Brady saying, you know, why are y'all cheering? Why are y'all celebrating? We haven't won 156 yet. So, but people really trying to say this man wasn't the reason the Bucs won the Super Bowl when the same team went 7-9 the year before.
Well, we had that Winston problem.
Well,
And
It's
kind of the point.
Yeah,
That's kind of the point.
And you added Gronkowski and
Yeah,
Antonio
agreed.
Brown and Leonard
Agreed.
Fournette.
Had the draft, which I believe the draft is just as big as the free agents. Other than Brady.
I love this one.
I wonder if Brady would have congratulated Mahomes if the tides were turned.
Of course.
Well,
I
it's
would.
really easy for Mahomes to congratulate Brady. He was still peeling himself off the turf.
Pull that one back up, Rick. Can you retype your post? I like that.
No, because what it was originally, it was there were a lot of typos. It was messed up, and he had to go back and fix it. So he did.
Of course, he
I
would
got
have
no problem with that.
congratulated him if it was turned around. It wasn't Nick Foles.
Right. Congrats to Tom Brady, who still needs 6 more rings to tie the NFC East in Super Bowls.
Yeah, that makes
that had to be a joke.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Wait. So what you're saying is you got to take 4 teams to put it up against Brady?
Right.
Hey, guess what? You should not have hit send, sir.
This is what they mean by team sport. Okay, here's another one. You ready?
Oh my God.
Whose blind is it? Is it my blind? Is it his blind? Or is it your blind? No, it's you are blind.
Yeah, good. I'm in
Jacob,
11th
did
grade.
you send that? That was in Jets green. Did you everybody notice that?
Jacob,
I'm currently
Jacob.
I'm taking English 3, and I can promise you that is the wrong form of your.
And
So that
the
was-
final one. Now it's time for the final.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
So, do Packer fans still think Rodgers is better than Brady? I mean, all the guy does is win Super Bowls. Not
No big deal.
MVPs, not
No,
everything else.
Nothing else needs to be said. That's kind of true.
Dude,
it's
I still
hilarious.
want to know where these bulls that are super. Dude, it's 2 words. 2 words. You know, like your name.
Super salad. It's the.
Is this a bowling alley we're talking about? Because I love the bowl.
I do love to bowl.
All right. It's time. Listen, I'm under contract. Y'all know I have to do this. I'm not happy about it, but I do have to do it for a couple of minutes of every time we do live from the cheap seats. I have to give a couple of minutes to the foul mouth producer for Litterbox Talk. I'm opposed to this, but it is what it is.
Well, bless my fuzzy little nuts. Wait, I don't have nuts. Hey, I just want to say how happy I am. The Buccaneers are world champions. We can all celebrate. We can all have fun. God, I love every mother one of you. All of you. Every son of a out there. You're fantastic. I love this host. He's brilliant. I love all of you. This show is just absolutely phenomenal. All of you are amazing. We're champions, my friends. We are the champions. No one can take that away. Mike Evans, you're a champion. Levante David, you're a champion. Donovan Smith, you're a champion. Everyone deserves it. This whole team showed up and showed out. I love you all. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. Wait a minute. That stuff I said about the host? Forget about that. I was just caught up in the moment. He's a idiot. Go Bucks.
I was wondering about that. I thought you gave him too much catnip.
That's funny.
Why is the kitty grinding its teeth like somebody in South Beach in the 80s?
Oh man,
I love it. I love it.
Someone's going to have to explain that to Jacob.
No. See, here's the thing. I'll put Jacob's. Knowledge.
Big word.
Of past stuff and old school stuff up against most old people. You want to know why? Because Jacob isn't a millennial or even before the millennial. Jacob's not a TikToker.
You're right.
Jacob's a host.
Let's put that to the test. What was he talking about, Jacob? About the grinding his teeth in the South Beach in the 80s?
He's not going to
No. He
Come
TikToks, don't you?
Oh, now you're making it look like a. Let me give you one hint.
You're not supposed to know, Jacob. You're not supposed to know that anyway.
Let me give you a hint. Okay, it involves Colombia, a white substance, and many ruined lives.
That's not a hint.
Some food named after.
He's still looking in the camera going. Say hello to my little friend.
Hello to my little friend.
Scarface.
There you go.
Yeah. That's
Tony
it. Good. We'll
Montana.
leave it at
Use
that.
a little
We'll leave it at
respect around
Scarface.
here. Give the man a name. He's got a name. It's Tony Montana.
No,
Tony Montana. Tony Montana.
And
Get
you
it
know
right.
what? Hey, dude, I do TikTok, and I'm starting to do it, and I'm working on it, It is and this is actually, I'm telling you, it is one of the fastest ways that you can grow your brand now because it is all based on an algorithm. It's literally the craziest thing because these like 16-year-olds are getting famous by dancing, and like people are just like staring at screens and getting millions of views.
All I'm hearing is Jacob is about to start and run the Bucks Report TikTok.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's
I'm already
what
running the Hard Count Football. You can follow me on TikTok at Hard Count Football if you want.
I third that nomination.
So do you dance during your hard count on TikTok?
What do I look like, Juju? Come on, man. No, I don't do that. Oh my god.
This world has gone straight to hell.
Jacob's shotgunning Red Bulls
The
and
show.
dancing on TikTok.
Somebody
I don't know if
else.
the world has, but this show has.
It's just stupid. TikTok.
Hey, I need to see. I'm a big guy about hoodies, and I know Jacob is sporting a hoodie right there. What's on the front of the hoodie, Jacob?
This is actually Mekhi Becton merch. This is he's the big ticket. You got the pancakes here because he pancakes people because he's huge. That was actually I like this hoodie a lot.
I thought it was a Mexican dude with a sombrero from here. Seriously, bro.
Here, this is
Piece of butter.
Now I see it.
You got the MV here from Mekhi Becton.
Sombrero.
Hey, Rick,
merch we got from Tristan Wirfs.
Did you want it? Should we tell Jacob about the piece of sports apparel that I found for him? We're gonna get for this kid.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
Was it
grown
Outkick
man.
Jockstrap?
No way you found a Mike Alstott jersey.
I've got one in the closet.
This makes me very
If you
happy.
get me
He's
an
talking about
All-Star jersey. Listen, if someone does get me an All-Star jersey and you want it signed, send it to me.
I got one I need signed.
I've got one in the closet.
Go ahead and DM me,
He's got-
and I'll give you my address. Send me the
You got to
jersey.
slide into
and I
Harry's
will have it
DM.
signed for you.
I got an all-star shirt if Jacob wants it.
Slide out of the closet and into Harry's DM.
Hey, but Rick, should we let him know what we found? What I found for him on the internet?
Do it.
All right, Jacob. A little while back, you kind of professed your newfound allegiance to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, not foregoing your roots as a Jets fan.
Yes.
To be fair, so I would say sometime around the NFL draft, look for a Tampa Bay Buccaneers piece of clothing apparel coming your way in New York Jet green, brother. That way you can wear it outside without getting stuff thrown at you in Jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
So a green piece of
Bucks jersey in Jersey.
It's basically a St. Patrick's edition Bucks hoodie.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
where we're going.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. That's awesome.
Now that's tight.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
looking forward to that.
Yeah,
oh,
that is cool.
my mom is already like the day after the Super Bowl, like today. I mean, this morning, and then like last night, she's like, what Bucks gear are you getting? You have to get Bucks gear. Like you have all this money.
Go, Mom! I like your mom.
She was
Go,
so
Mom.
excited. She was so excited. She's like, you're really gonna give in and get a Brady jersey. I'm like, yes, I am, Mom. Yes, I am.
Wait a minute. I just thought about that. A Jets fan going to
Yes.
get a Brady.
I last year
Harry just joined the show.
I have I have some great quotes from my friends of me swearing that I will never spend $1 on Tom Brady or the New England Patriots. And that's down the drain.
We got a way around that. Let's
did.
start a GoFundMe account to get you a Brady
He
jersey
doesn't
that
have
you're
to spend
technically not buying.
$1.
I actually have a lot of gift card money for my birthday to NFL shops. So that is what
Hey, how many
That's already
hey,
spent. That's already
how many
spent
Jets
on
jerseys
Wilson.
do you have?
I actually okay. Here's what I'm gonna say, and this is why I hate being a Jets fan, because I have no current after this offseason. I will have no current Jets jerseys.
See, that's not what I'm going for. I'm trying to figure out. Do you have a Sanchez jersey?
I have it. It's really small. It's super small.
Is it
And
dirty?
It's
Does it got a butt print on it?
Oh my God!
It's okay. I have a
Go.
Le'Veon Bell jersey. That's out the toilet. That was awful. I have a Sam Darnold jersey, which will probably be irrelevant after this offseason. And then I had a Jamal Adams jersey, which I want to burn in a fire. So that's
So what happened? What's up with the Wentz thing? The Wentz trade, non-trade, gonna happen, not gonna happen? Where's he going?
it's gonna
Going
happen.
to Indy.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna be a Bear, Harry.
He's going to Indy. I don't want to hear
Over
that bull crap about it.
Jacob, some advice on offensive jerseys. Don't get them.
May you
Always get
lose
the defensive
1,000
jersey.
draft picks, Mr. Jacob Charnell, if he goes to the Bears. May you lose 1,000 draft
It
picks.
doesn't matter. They don't do anything great with him anyway.
The
Oh,
best
tell me
jersey
about
to get, Jacob. The best jersey to get is to go ahead and get a custom. Put your name on the back because you're never going to leave the team. That way you save some money. That said, DM the dude on all social medias because I got a buttload of Jameis Winston Bucks jerseys I'm looking to dump, bro. And what you can do is next year, if they win the Super Bowl, you can get rid of the Winston nameplate in the back and just put Super Bowl rings or something because it's 3. I don't know. But hit me up. And what else I learned is all you people, I think there's probably one of you in New Jersey listening right now. Check your local thrift shops because there's about to be an influx of Le'Veon Bell jerseys from Jacob and Jacob. Who are they going to pick? Who are they going to pick? That's what I want to know.
They're not going to be picking it 2. So that's just I'm more than confident they're not going to be picking it 2. If they are, Zach Wilson. That's the reality.
Yeah. Zach Wilson and Travis Etienne at 23rd.
Oh, I like Harris more than I like Etienne, but I don't know if Harris is going to be there at 23. And I like JC. I really want JC Horn. I really
talking about
like
Najee?
Najee Harris talking draft the day after we won the Super Bowl.
Because it's the offseason now, Rick, and I have to promote my.
No, it's not. It's the celebration season. That's what it is. It's a one-day freaking season.
But Rick, to be fair, it's been the offseason for the Jets since the 70s. But I'll say this: I've got a trade offer for you, Jacob.
Let's hear
the 32nd pick in the first round, the 32nd pick in the 4th round, and OJ Howard for that number 2.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
What are you guys gonna? You guys are gonna take Devontae Smith, keep loading up on receivers.
Yeah, because we don't have enough.
Yeah.
No, we probably use it on edge rusher.
Yeah, that's the reality. Who are you guys? You think you guys are going to go edge rusher? Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this today. God, I don't want to talk draft. Listen, if we're going to talk draft,
you guys are.
Look, here's the thing. It's not like there's a glaring weakness for the first time ever. Now you're filling holes. I don't know what spot they need to draft because I don't know who's going to sign and not re-sign. If you listen to Bruce Arians today, Bruce Arians is pretty freaking jacked up over the fact that he feels like they're going to go ahead and re-sign a whole lot of people.
The next Buccaneer acquisition will be for a ring sizer.
Edge is where the most age is at. Okay, that's where they're going to draft
Right.
the edge guy.
Yeah.
No matter
And
what,
we've
even if
already
he's on
heard-
the bench next year.
We've
Yeah.
already heard Mike Evans is willing to take a pay cut to stay with this
Yep.
team. So that's
That's
the Brady effect right
that's
there.
the first one. You know, other people are coming down with that.
I think
Yep.
Godwin. I think
Jack
Godwin might-
Barrett also said, Shaq Barrett said, I don't want to go anywhere else. So, I mean, he knows what that's going to mean money wise for him
Jamal
to make
Adams,
a comment.
Jamal
like
Adams is going to be a Jet for life too. Oh.
Well, the idea is you get bonus for the Super Bowl, right? You get bonus for playoff games, so you make your money up in the
that. Yeah, no, you don't.
season.
No, you don't. You don't even come close to making up your money. I mean, you
Well,
make
that's
a
the selling point.
yeah, you make a lot more. The
Well, it's-
selling
they
point
backload the contract
and
so they can move the
taxes.
money around.
Yeah, and taxes.
By the way, there's no state income tax in Florida.
Right, that's where I was going. That's where I was going. You make up far more money on the lack of state income tax than you do in playoff money.
Which doesn't affect me because my income is donating plasma and other body fluids. But when you're talking a $15 million contract a year, that no state income tax is like $3 or $4 million when it all settles out. So that said, hey, let's divert for a second. Is there any good comments in there? Because we do love the people down there below us in the thread. We're sitting here on this high mountain, which it's not. It's just a video screen, but we love everybody watching. Jacob, though, I can't wrap my head around the fact that I reached out to you and said, "Hey man, we got a spot Sunday morning to fill. I'm in." That was the answer.
I know, Jacob. That was just awesome, and you didn't just fill in; you filled in big time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And here's something, and this is the last I'll talk about the draft for now, because that's going to be something, that's the only thing I can talk about for the next 3 months, because there's nothing going on. And the next month, guys, stick around. It's going to be tough to find stuff to talk about because we'll just talk about the Bucs Super Bowl for the next 3 weeks until the.
It took us 20-some years to get here, Jake.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's why we will.
Thank you, Matt.
Jacob, I'm always down to talk draft with you, buddy.
Yes, and here's what I'll say. And here's an idea I had, and I'm going to say it here because I want you all to be included in this. I was thinking about doing a possible, we each, if you guys are in, and whoever's watching, I could put in a sign up thing or whatever. Each of you will take a team, and we could do a whole Bucs Report mock draft before the with each of you drafting a certain player.
Yeah, I've seen that on your Twitter. I think that would be pretty cool.
That'd be great.
Listen, it would be hectic, but I think we could do it with the right people.
Can I have the
And
Jets?
you know what? We'll make it more Harry the Greek like. Everybody puts in $20, and whoever gets anything correct gets to keep it all.
Dude,
I just noticed Mike Torres is still here.
I want the Jaguars.
Harry,
Are you really
Harry will
trying
monetize
to
anything.
a 17-year-old into gambling?
Oh,
Not me.
Harry,
Quiet, Jacob. Don't you dare tell them.
Harry is the man after my heart. He's trying to monetize everything. I love it.
Exactly. I can respect that.
20 American? That's 45 Canadian.
okay.
Thanks for the update.
That helps us out. nicely.
We really don't care.
He had to say something, man. I haven't heard from him in an hour. I just realized he was gone.
But they have great dental.
I will say this though, Mike DeRoche brings the strongest hat game to Bucs Report. Period.
There's no doubt. And somebody
I
named
love
him.
that
I
hat
think
he's
it was,
got on right now.
I think it was Johnny Dean nicknamed him Lids, and I thought that was awesome.
Lids.
That's a great name.
So what do you say, Rick? You want to go back to some of the comments?
Yeah, do some comments, Harry. Let's show some
Harry,
love.
go for it.
Stephen Glasker, great job, Joshua. Evans gave you a shout out. Brandon with a nice emoji. Another emoji. Brandon, no thank you. There we go. Jordan, do you guys think we let Shaq walk off if this JJ Watt run out is a real possibility? Sue, who's all staying on the D?
No.
You know what?
No.
I don't know.
Dude,
really
JJ
don't.
Watt is injury prone, and I hate saying it because I love the way the guy plays the game. But how many robo arms and shoulders and knees does that guy have?
Less than Gronk.
You know,
Okay, I'll respond to that comment. If you take JJ Watt and put him on the Bucs where he doesn't have to do every freaking thing, then
there you go.
might be able to keep him a little bit healthier.
Yeah, but the problem with that is then that requires a smaller contract. And right now, the way the NFL is, you don't think somebody like a Jerry Jones is going to throw a buttload of money? I do. I definitely.
Watt's looking for a championship team. He's not looking for money right now.
Listen, I think the thing is this. I think Watt's made a lot of money. I think he wants out of Houston where things are what they are, and he wants to go somewhere where, kind of like Brady and Gronk did, he wants to go somewhere where he can enjoy his final couple of years of football, maybe win a championship, have a good time with it. I don't think it's not like he's looking for that contract at this point of his career.
Right, but the comment was Shaq or JJ Watt, basically, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's an either or. I think JJ Watt will probably be willing to come on a very team-friendly contract. I actually think I think we're gonna be shocked at who all comes back. I think we're gonna be shocked at how the money.
Sue's coming back.
Yeah, I think the way. Yeah, I think it's going to be.
It looks like he just swallowed an aspirin.
Yeah,
bitter in his mouth.
No, I mean, let's put this one to rest here, guys. First off, JJ Watt still has something in the tank. You are absolutely correct, dude, about his injuries. But whatever team does take him, in my opinion, they'll make him a situational pass rusher.
Yep,
he's not going to be a 3-down lineman at all times, and you are absolutely correct about that. As far as Ndamukong Suh, they need to get a little younger at that position. In all honesty, and it's not going to hurt the Buccaneers because there's going to be, as Rick would say 4 or 5 weeks ago, there's going to be players knocking at the door to play for this team.
Yep.
And I can honestly say I can see that. But moving on to the next comment, Suh retires this offseason. I really kind of agree with you on that. And he's a really, really good player, but honestly, next year he will literally be a shell of himself from what he was 5-6 years ago.
No, he should retire on a ring, go out with a bang.
Yep,
that's
absolutely.
That dude had the sack of the night, though, didn't he?
Oh my God!
He leveled.
Was that him? Was that Suh who just absolutely him?
Yes.
Was it him and Winfield? Who
Yes.
just absolutely went at Mahomes. Yes. Oh my God! I heard my dad from the other room like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah. Yeah, they just destroyed him.
You could see the face. Mahomes was like, "Oh my God!"
He got.
I just saw one of the best hits of the game was when Fournette trucked number 58, the linebacker. He trucked him.
Yeah,
that should be a meme. That should be a meme with that guy getting Thanos.
Listen, Fournette props and a half, and I'm like, okay, let's hold on. Here you go. So this needs to happen. Earlier in the year, thanks to my big mouth, this needs to happen, okay?
Yes.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
So I said they shouldn't sign Fournette.
Oh, how the turntable.
No. Say it the right way. I've had to say it 3 times in 2 days.
I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I was epically wrong. I was monumentally wrong.
Please go full screen, Rick.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Here you go.
Oh,
I was epically wrong.
And
I was monumentally wrong. Okay. You cannot be more wrong than I was. He was critical in the playoffs for this team. I could not have been more wrong. And absolutely, that is a great example of
Stupid Bucks fans say.
All right. You good, Harry?
Did they get one carry to Shady McCoy?
Did they? Yeah. Well,
no.
Not in the playoffs.
No, Shady McCoy had 0 participation.
That's kind of what I thought. He wasn't hurt, was he?
No, he did the same thing last year for Kansas City. He was there, break glass in case of emergency. That's what he was there for. Once Fournette came in, Shady McCoy wasn't really there. He wasn't needed. He just wasn't needed.
Le'Veon Bell for the Chiefs, right?
He did not get. Le'Veon didn't get a single snap. Either did Anthony Sherman.
Vita Vea had more offensive snaps in the playoffs than LaShawn McCoy.
By the way, did you guys see Vea just stand up and stop chasing Mahomes?
Yeah.
He just stood up in the middle of it. It was like Mahomes got away from him, and Vea just started walking.
Screw it.
The play was still going on, yeah. And Mahomes almost turned around and ran into him. I mean, it was, and then he got cracked. But it was, it was funny just to watch Vea just. I mean, I'm going to attribute it to a sore ankle that he didn't keep running.
I'm thinking it's a 350-pound man who was just tired, bro.
Yeah, well, that may be the case.
I got something I could say I was wrong about. You want to put me up?
Okay. Hold on. All right. Let's go around. Let's go around the horn. Hold
it's
on.
Honesty hour, guys. Let's do it.
Get your stupid stuff ready. Rick.
Okay. Hold on now. Johnny Dean, it's your turn.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
I was 100% completely wrong thinking that our offensive line was going to fall apart without Kappa.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know that was stupid. I don't know that was stupid. I think that was.
I hit the record button on that one. That felt good.
I'll go next, guys.
Okay, hold on. Full screen. Hold on. Let me get you full screen. Let me give you the intro. Here we go.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
I said that the Bucks signing Antonio Brown would be their downfall this season.
Okay.
All right, Matt, your turn, brother.
Oh, you don't have nothing, buddy.
No.
Okay, hold on. Then let me fill in for Matt. Okay, you ready?
Go for it.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
Hey, this is Matt from Oklahoma City, and I say put peanut butter and mayonnaise on fish.
Oh, dear God.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
You got it. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That had
All right.
nothing to do with team sports. But that's fine.
Well, actually, it was tailgating food, remember?
That's right.
Yeah, it did have something to do with team sports.
You know, if you go to me, we'll be here all night long.
Yeah, we would listen. We've all got enough things. That's the only reason we do this segment on here. It's not like we don't say stupid stuff.
What about Lids? Lids, do you got anything?
No, I got nothing, buddy.
That was it. That was it right there.
What was it? Hold on. He says he doesn't say anything stupid. Hold on.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
You deserve it.
Hey,
Who is it? What is it? It sounds like somebody's like.
Who's opening up a Snickers bar?
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of a bag of Ruffles, man. You guys are making me hungry. I should mute, but I'm afraid.
Yeah, have y'all ever done that? You're sitting in the movie theater and like all of a sudden that bag of M&Ms or whatever, it sounds like it's like ear piercing. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Jacob.
Or like if you try to open up a bag of kettle chips, like what do you guys seal this stuff with? Like NASA?
Yeah, you're like pulling on
One
it.
of these numbers, guys.
Rick, you should have a show dedicated to Brian Pearson one night, man. Because you could do an hour of history.
Brian Pearson Appreciation Night coming next week to live from the.
Ready, guys? Ready? We can call him just like Beetlejuice. You ready?
Yep, Brian Pearson.
Brian Pearson. Don't worry, he'll show up.
Harry's been waiting for so long to use.
Harry, what number is that you're using?
That would be number 16. And then what you do. Now, hold on.
No, I know what to do with it. I just needed to know the number.
Well, you know.
1-900.
Okay. Okay, Fournette saying on okay, here we go. Hold on. Dylan Casey is saying Fournette saying already on Instagram, should we run it back? I think we're going to get lots of good deals because they want to keep it all together. The GOAT effect. That's from Fournette. It's also so. You know what's funny is Fournette was supposedly a locker room problem. Antonio Brown was supposedly a locker room problem, and I mean, all these people are saying they're going to give team-friendly deals because they want to come back and do it again. I mean, Gronkowski already said he'll cut his pay for others to come back. Evan said you can cut his pay. I mean, guys, this is going to be like dominoes, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be amazing. Listen, there's one dream that could possibly be left, and that's an undefeated season to bookend the season that they didn't win any games. come back with an undefeated season, and just to make it a complete, win the Super Bowl in the orange jerseys.
Oh,
man, stop! Hit it again.
Yeah.
Hey, I got breaking news, folks. Someone just wrote a comment. It's very important. Gary Lee, gold, Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
Forget that the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, for God's sakes.
Well, at least it's professional and not. We're not breaking in with. Hey, here's an update on minor league soccer, like we did here before.
We got more breaking news. Tyron Honey Boo Boo Bear Badger just got caught holding again.
Holding what?
Yeah, holding that L. He's holding the L. Hey, let me ask you a question, guys. And this is I shouldn't say a debate, a discussion Johnny Dean, the professor, and I have had here in the past 12 hours. When you have great success
after cocktails.
Well,
is there ever either before or after? It's always during.
I do mine direct IV sometimes, but anyway. And there's other ways, but we won't get into that.
Which way?
Well, you're sitting on it, brother. I'll say this, and we don't have to get into this now in depth, but this is a discussion, especially for the fans. When you win a Super Bowl, that's monumental. It's a franchise changing. It puts you now with 2 Super Bowls in a whole other category of Super Bowl winners. With that, here comes the debate for the offseason. Out of this team right now, how many of those guys are going into the Buccaneers Ring of Honor?
Yeah, I was already thinking this. We're stacking the ring right now because, I'm putting JPP there. I'm putting JPP there. I am putting Sue there. I'm already putting Brady there. I am putting Mike Evans there. I am putting Levante David there. I've just named 5.
The criteria, though, that's the thing we don't understand yet because there is no free agents in the Ring of Honor so far.
You need a bigger stadium.
No, if they do go with free agents, then you have to put Artie Nickerson in there.
Dude, Brady's going in there.
We know that.
Come on.
We know that. if the free
agent
criteria for the Ring of Honor.
Listen, I put him in now.
Hall of Fame right now. He can walk in there right now and still play.
Yeah, Harry, I'd put him in. I don't care if it's 1 year. Yeah,
no,
I don't care.
I agree. Just think about that. 1 year in a uniform.
He changed the entire franchise. He changed the entire organization. Football.
Side note, I'm going to say it because I mentioned it yesterday on my show when it was like a maybe thing I was talking about with Deshaun. Guys, Devin White's the best linebacker in the NFL. I'm on that. I'm riding that train all the way.
He didn't even get to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing. This is the thing. Everybody who whined
won the Super Bowl.
Right. I said this at the time. Everybody who was whining that they didn't make the Pro Bowl and they didn't this, they didn't that.
Yes, Evan Ingram made the Pro Bowl. It's going
to happen this year. Okay. Everybody knows who these people are now. Okay. Yes, the Pro Bowl is a joke. Welcome to the show.
Devin White and Levante David should go in at the hip, dude.
The problem, but the problem is this: you're going to split the votes because you're not going to just give it to both of them, and that's going to hurt them for the rest of their career, and that's just plain fact. Okay, you're just going to have to deal with it, just like Simeon Rice. If you didn't have Sapp and Lynch and Barber and Brooks, Simeon Rice would be that guy. He'd probably be in the Hall. He'd be, all of that. But you've got so many other people that you've got there with them that it just becomes almost a point of, I can't give it to all of them.
Well, Hey, Rick, is there a team since the 49ers were the last big free agent team before all this salary cap stuff went off and we had free agents going everywhere? Is there ever been a team as loaded as this one?
No.
With primary names?
No. And we said this before. We said this before the season started, Matt. We said this before the season started on Peter's show. I remember this is before I even had a show, being on a guest on Peter's show, just sitting there going, I don't even have words for when you look at this team at every freaking position.
This
I
is
said
an
earlier in the year.
all-star team.
Yeah.
This is.
I
An
said it
all-star
earlier in
team.
the year numerous times on your show, Rick, that this was not statistically, but for every skilled position, the most talented team in the entire National Football League.
No, we're saying
They
ever.
were.
We're not just saying now. We're saying ever.
No.
I got to agree.
Wait a minute, Harry. Name one. Name one. No, don't just say no.
Bears, watch.
You know what? Don't ordain them like that. What do you mean the Bears? The Bears had the best defense of all time.
But they did no. You had look at the quarterback of the Bears at the time. Okay, so no, that's not the case. Okay, you didn't have it at every position. You had it on defense. I'm saying you look at this team, go position by position, and you've got. I mean, look at the offense. You've got Evans.
Listen, I'm not taking anything
Godwin.
away from the Super Bowl win. Okay,
No,
but
it says
this was
nothing to
not
do with the
02
Super Bowl
Bucks.
win.
This
It
was
says-
not the. Let's line those two teams up again, and I'll tell you who would have won that game. Because I'm going to tell you right now, defenses win championships. This Tampa team had an extraordinary defense. That 02 team, I'll tell you right now, we can get into this debate. They had a much better running team. You had a much better quarterback on this team. But can you imagine Lynch, Brooks, Sapp? Who's the other defensive end from Illinois? Help me here, Johnny.
But hold on, Harry. I can imagine because I was a fan at the time watching very, very, very closely as I do now. And let me tell you something. Devin White, Levante David, Shaq Barrett, I'll put them against that team.
You'll put them up against double nickel.
0
And the rest
touchdowns
of
in the
them.
Super Bowl from the opposing team.
Yes, Harry, it's hard to say because of you've got to understand the place of honor I have in my heart for that team. But
Wow,
they
that's
held
strong.
Mahomes to 0 touchdowns.
That's
why I
never
love these
happened
debates.
ever. That has never happened. Like since high school, he has never had 0 touchdown passes in a game.
Well, he has now.
The most high-powered offense ordained by the NFL could not score a touchdown in 6 quarters against the Bucks.
Not just ordained. Listen, you're talking, it's just factual. Look at the numbers. And they shut them down.
You know,
I
that's
mean, they
almost
didn't
like
just
trying
shut them down, they embarrassed them.
That's almost
They
like
said on
trying to
Fox
compare
Sports
Kobe
today-
Bryant to Michael Jordan or LeBron
Yes,
James to
this is
Michael
exactly-
Jordan. It'll
everyone
never
now-
happen.
Everyone now, and I'll say this: players now are so much more athletic than players 20 years ago, right? Everybody is more athletic on the field.
And
I
the
think-
rules favor the offense.
Do you
Right.
know how you nullify athleticism, gentlemen? Let me tell you how you nullify it. With today's rules in football, you take these teams today and you let them play in the early 2000s or even the early 90s or even in the 80s. You can't play with them.
Sure,
That's
but
how
those
you
teams
st-
couldn't
that's how
play
you stop
now.
athleticism.
Yes, but you
can't hit a
couldn't take
quarterback below the waist. You can't touch them across the head.
right.
Hell, you can't even spit around them because it'll be a 15-yard penalty off the field. Okay.
I'm going to disagree with that. When I played,
You
when I
played
played,
the game. I'm surprised.
when I played, you couldn't touch the guys that were playing my position from then to now. These guys today have the best training equipment. They have
Yes.
the best diets. They're physical beasts today. And back then, the biggest difference between back then and now is we could knock somebody's head off.
And
There
that's
you go.
that's
What
the
I
thing,
that
though.
was the point
But-
that I was just trying to make.
But hold on, everybody. The thing is this: we're sitting here saying, "Yeah, these guys couldn't have played with those rules." But those guys, you're going to tell me John Lynch could have played under today's rules? No, he could not have.
I don't know.
Okay,
Winfield
so-
looks a lot like John Lynch out there, or not Winfield, but Davis.
What's that?
Davis looks a lot like John Lynch out there knocking
But
people
no,
around.
but if you go back and watch, and Lynch is hitting with his head. There's all kinds of things that
Oh yeah,
were happening
absolutely.
that you just couldn't do.
Oh,
and the
knockout on his
receivers-
brother-in-law, the knockout on his brother-in-law would have got him ejected from the game.
Yes, and that's
You
the
guys
thing is
seem to
Lynch would have
forget
been
here.
ejected constantly. And now I love the guy. He's my favorite Buccaneer ever. Okay, John Lynch is my favorite Buccaneer ever, and I'm telling you, he could not play in today's game. All
Listen,
right,
you guys are missing the point here. This just recently started happening, leaning with your head in the helmet. Of course, John Lynch could play in today's game. The same way that these guys were playing in high school, that they were professional football players. These rules have just now started to get implemented in the past 4 and 5 years. That is,
Do you-
I'm not.
do you know
I'm
who
not
says
trying to-
John Lynch couldn't play in today's game?
John
Lynch says he could not play in today's game.
He couldn't play in today's game because he couldn't abide by the rules that the NFL wants him to go ahead and have. But you know what? John Lynch can say that. If John Lynch was coming up as a rookie right now, he'd have to abide by those rules because of the fact that if he wanted to make the millions of dollars that he had.
But his strengths from those days, his strengths wouldn't translate to today's game. Okay, he's not going to be covering the people, and he's not going to be doing the things that he did then. The defenses were different. Things were different then. Listen, this is nothing against John Lynch. He can only play in the era he's playing. Okay.
May 5th, 2005, John Lynch got hit with a $75,000 fine for his hit. Remember? Denver Broncos.
Yep. In 10 years, gentlemen, they're going to take football pads off the offensive linemen, put flags on them.
In 97, he got hit with a $7,500 fine, and that was in 75. I mean, 97.
I just think.
So he kind of did play in this era. So
20 years ago was not this era. I mean,
I'm talking about the fines area. They've always
he would not be able to cover. Right, he would not be covering Tyreek Hill. He would not be able to do that stuff. That's not. It's just a different game. The game is different now. You have different styles of players. You can't compare apples and oranges.
Safeties can't cover Tyreek Hill. You're talking about the safeties. None of the safeties.
No. What I'm saying is they had three deep last night. What basically they were there to cover Tyreek Hill when he got away from the guy that was covering the cornerback up front that was covering him or whomever. Okay. So what ended? Yes, the safeties were there helping to cover. So that's not true. That's how they used them yesterday.
They said on FS1 today that Todd Bowles called blitzes less in this game than he had in his entire career.
Yes, Harry said this. Harry said this. Give Harry props. Give Harry props for this, Matt, because Harry said it's going to have to be the front four that does it.
They did it without a blitz. That was the thing. They were able to squash that.
Yeah, well, at work today, somebody said to me, I think the Bucs showed the blueprint on how to beat the Chiefs. And I said, no. And Johnny, you said this. The Raiders showed the blueprint on how to beat the Chiefs.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and the Bucs, I think what I saw, which was interesting, was I think the Bucs, weren't they just sitting in a cover 2 all game? Which just helped us.
Really cover 3, to be honest with you.
They played multiple schemes yesterday.
Right.
They played a lot of dime. They played a lot of nickel. They played a lot of cover 2.
Yeah.
They played a couple of plays with man zone, which was a press zone, basically.
Right.
Had
the key to yesterday was getting pressure with 3-man front, 4-man front, and showing so many different looks.
Yeah, and they said I love what they said about this. I heard this. They said they only sent 4, sometimes 5, but it was always a different 4. It was like it was a different combination every play, and that's what made the difference.
Every time they broke up a pass, they weren't knocking the ball down; they were punching it up.
And
because I've never seen so many volleyballs as there was yesterday in that game. Yeah. They had so many plays where
have you guys seen that?
Up and there was 3 defenders and 1 offensive guy. So
you can do that when you have a safety over the top of you. You can play more aggressive like that.
Yeah.
Well, when you're up by 3 touchdowns, you can do it pretty effectively too.
Yeah. By the way, Harry, are you needing to go?
Oh, you seen what I was doing?
No, I did not. Oh, you were texting me that you got to go. Oh, okay. Oh, it just came through. Okay, Harry, why don't you? I knew you were getting ready to have to go. So why don't you do this? Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where to find you and what to do?
I'm an orphan. I'm kidding. Listen, it was a fantastic season. If you guys want to find me, you can find me on Facebook. I do jump on occasional shows. Sometimes you'll see me with Rick. Primarily with Peter on the sports web, sometimes with a cup of Ray. Hell, I even make a phone call to the professor every once in a blue moon. Parting thoughts, keep your bets low and your returns really high. Good job, by the way, Jacob. That's between you and me, brother.
Have a great night, Harry.
Have a good night, Harry.
All right. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Let's you know what time is it? 11:05. Yeah. I got to be at work early.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna throw this out there. One more thing, really quickly, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Okay, I want to get your thoughts on this because I've been hearing this all day, and I understand why it's being said, and I don't know if it's me being biased as a Jets fan, but I've been hearing a lot today, like, oh, I'm not sure how Todd Bowles isn't going to get a head coaching job. Well, here's what I'll say. I'll say that Todd Bowles is one of the best defensive coordinators in the entire NFL, if not the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. However, not all coordinators make great head coaches like we saw with him as a Jets coach. Just because he's a great coordinator doesn't mean that he's going to make a great head coach. So do not, and it's not, I don't think there's a deeper reason to it. I just think that teams are looking at what Todd Bowles did in New York and saying, and the only team I could see that should even look at him as a head coach right now is Denver, because we saw what he did to Mahomes last night and they have to play Mahomes twice a year. But I don't think Todd Bowles is going to get a head coaching job, and I think he'll maybe be in the cycle next year, but I don't think he's going to get another job in the NFL.
The Bucs are going to sign him up on a Monty Kiffin contract. They give you about 10 years and $80 billion.
No. Wait, listen. I thought you guys had already heard this. I don't know why you guys haven't heard this yet. Arians is making Todd Bowles assistant head coach. He's not going anywhere.
When did this come out?
Yeah, Arians said it on the interview last night. He's making Todd Bowles assistant head coach, and he's going to stick around, and they're going to basically run the thing.
Yeah, I think what it came down to, I think they looked at what the defense did yesterday and realized, okay, Bowles got 2 interviews this year. Oh crap!
Good for Todd Bowles.
Yeah, good for Todd Bowles.
He's going to be here.
Yeah, I agree with Jacob, though. There's an awful lot of good defensive coordinators that can't be a head coach. Bum Phillips was great.
Oh, there are a lot of them.
Wade Phillips.
That's who I was going to go with.
Twice, and he couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
But you put him on the sideline as a defensive coordinator, and he makes Hall of Fame teams.
They can't get the defensive or offensive coordinators to think like head coaches, because a head coach isn't the defensive coordinator no more. You hire a defensive coordinator. The head coach isn't the
Tony Dungy. Tell that to Tony Dungy.
You guys see the video? You guys see the video of poor Byron Leftwich in the interview when he got mistaken for when the reporter asked him about the defense, and they thought it was Todd Bowles because he was wearing, like, I don't know what it was. One of the cringiest things you will watch in your entire life.
Awesome. You know what? Actually, Jacob, you want to hear the worst? You want to hear the worst? It's in Bucs history, but I think it's also maybe the worst in NFL history. Although at the time Williams was with Washington. Now he was going to quarterback to be quarterback in for Washington in the Super Bowl. And during media day, someone asked him, "How long have you been a black quarterback?"
Can you believe that, Jacob?
Yeah, I remember that.
I saw
God!
That happen. I was like,
"How long have you been a black quarterback?"
Oh no! Oh my God! That's
I don't know how Doug Williams didn't get up and just go ballistic on the dude. He was polite about it in his response. Like, I think he said, "I've always been a black quarterback," or something to that.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Deadpan as hell too. It was pretty much, "Shut up, you idiot. Move on."
Rick, your guy's back.
Yeah.
Brian's here, guys.
Brian's back too. Hold on. Add to the stream. Let's add the dude to the stream. Hold on. What does Brian say here? You guys want to Super Bowl? Great. Try repeat next year. That won't happen. Brian, I know you know all about the fact that it won't happen, that repeating won't happen because you've only got 1 in your history. The Bucs already have 2. Shut up.
Hey, I need everybody to take a pause for a second.
Yep.
And listen to what I'm about to read out to you guys. This is proof that Tom Brady is the GOAT at almost everything in life. And in this case, he has so much foresight and confidence in his troll game and his football game. I'm going to read some things out to you here, and then your heads can explode and we can laugh. Okay?
Okay.
Tom Brady's contract this season, the base salary was $15 million. Okay?
Okay.
Roster bonus is $10 million. Okay.
What does that mean?
Did he get 25
Well,
million
okay.
so far?
Again, like I said, please be quiet. Okay.
Rick didn't know there was going to be math today.
Again, like I said, Mr. Oklahoma with the sand in your ears. Salary was $15 million. The roster bonus was 10 more million. Finishing top 5 in yards and TDs, 1.1 million. Making the playoffs and winning the Super Bowl, 2.2 million. The ultimate troll game for a grand total of 28.3 or 28-3.
Oh! And he's still cheaper than Winston.
No, he's
Winston
not.
wanted 30.
Yeah, Winston wanted 30. You're right.
30 for 30 for 30. There it is, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how you earn a living.
Rick, I'm gonna pull this up. Rick, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Come on, Brian. Like really? What? How do you even call Todd Bowles? Todd Bowles is I have such a soft spot for Todd Bowles, and I understand. I said all that stuff. I didn't being a head coach. I love Todd Bowles. Right? I'm so happy. Another huge reason I was rooting for the Bucs. Wow. Steve McClendon and Todd Bowles. Love both of them. Both were great for the Jets. And Todd Bowles, I feel like he was in an unfortunate situation with one of the worst general managers I've ever seen general manager at an NFL team. Anyway, Todd Bowles is not a joke. I don't know if you saw what this Bucs defense has done the last 2 years, finishing first in the run 2 years in a row.
Wow.
2 years in a row.
Brian.
So Brian, another one from Rick. Shut up.
all that salt is bad for you, bro. Let me point out something to you. The New Orleans Saints started as an NFL franchise well before the Buccaneers did. Okay? And to this day, you have one Super Bowl. And by the way, didn't you get to that Super Bowl with Bounty Gate, you simple son of a you-know-what? Now, that said, your coach, Peyton, should not be in the league. Greg Williams should not be in the league after that BS. Brian, we love picking on you, but you're over there with your one lonely ring, all rusty and peed on from the French Quarter, and you're taking a shot up at a team that not only has 2 rings, but walked through your house on the way to get there. Also, they hit Drew Brees so hard so many times, he tapped out, and he's handing the reins to Jay Boo Wins, who doesn't understand that you can't eat your own fingers.
The guy that we cut.
Oh God.
The guy that we cut. You're picking up. Oh man, Brian. Listen, Brian. You know what now is? Did you see what I did a little bit ago, and what Harry did a little bit ago, and what Jacob did, and what Johnny the professor did? We all sat here and said we were wrong about these particular things that we were wrong about. Guess what, Brian? It's time, buddy. Nut up.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Is it Brian in Jersey?
Yes.
Hey, Jacob, I need you to call up a couple friends and have them go over and have a conversation with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen,
maybe Brian, I'll do a live in-person interview with Brian Pearson.
Brian, come on, man.
I don't think you could ask him enough questions on the lower scale of your vocabulary.
You don't have a show long enough for him to say how much stuff he was wrong about, Rick.
I'm thinking I'm thinking Jacob's not allowed to go near the house or within like how many feet of the house. There's probably
Well, mean in a neutral spot.
There's a law.
I was gonna say a school, but I don't know if Brian's is allowed near
you
schools.
You could do Zoom meeting, but you probably couldn't figure out how to do it.
Man, let me tell you, Brian, you're welcome to come on the show. I've done it before with you. I've done this. I will give you time to look square into the camera. You know what? I had the balls to do it. Harry's had the balls to do it. Jacob's had the balls to do it. Johnny Dean has had the balls to do it. We just did it for Matt. Okay. I want you to come on this show, look square into the camera and go, I was effing wrong.
Wait a minute. Like a Cajun guy with googly eyes can look square at anything?
No.
Listen, man, he's not missing eyes. He's missing teeth.
Right, but that throws off the whole.
Come on. You can look into the camera and say, I was wrong.
Brian's the only guy I know that can eat corn on the cob and ends up trying to translate it by Braille. Think about that for a minute.
Translate it by Braille.
Where do you come up with this stuff, man?
You see what's in my cup?
Brian likes peanut butter on fish. Brian likes peanut butter on fish. That's where we're gonna leave that.
No, anyway, Matt likes peanut butter on fish.
No. Matt and Brian both like peanut butter on fish.
Now you put me over there. Now you got me in this corner. Okay.
Brian wears
Brian
Uggs.
says,
Man,
I
I
will
didn't
never
want to
say in a
include you.
million
That
years, Brian, this is the thing, buddy. This is the thing. This is why you can't be taken seriously, okay? This is why we can't take you seriously, because you can't look into the camera and man up and say, hey, guys, you know what? A lot of trash talking, a lot of fun this year, but I was wrong.
Brian wears
Congratulations. You won. You earned it. That's what you do as a man. As I forgot the guy's name would say, take your bra off and be a man.
Brian wears Uggs and overalls.
Oh,
yes. Yes. Pull your pants up, take off your bra, and be a man.
Oh God! All right, pull it up, Rick. Rob, Ron, Kowski, pull it up. I can be taken seriously. You only won a game because the two players, Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, boyfriend and girlfriend.
You're right, because Rob Gronkowski and Brady played defense, you simpleton.
We won the game because they couldn't score a touchdown. Jackass.
We know that math is hard for you Cajuns, but
it's because of Todd Bowles, because apparently he's a joke. Anyway,
yes,
Rick, I gotta bounce.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
all right.
I appreciate you having me on, man. I mean,
have a great night, Jacob. Tell everybody where to find you next.
Yes. So first of all, absolutely fantastic season by the Buccaneers. I'm really happy that I got to stick around and watch this thing happen, because it really was a lot of fun. And check out my Super Bowl post show and the Hard Count Football podcast live tomorrow night, Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Hard Count Football YouTube channel and right here on Bucks Report. Come talk to me about the game. Follow me on Twitter at Jacob Charno, Instagram at Hard Count Football, and now on TikTok at Hard Count Football as well, guys. And as always, Rick, appreciate you having me on. Go Bucks. Johnny, Matt, dude, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Have a great night, Jacob.
You too.
Peace.
All right.
You know, the peace sign with two fingers up. Peace.
Yeah, that's the.
And now we're going back to the Bash on Brian show.
Yes, we are.
Next,
Brian
Winston wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, Brian. Oh, here we go. Caleb Grabowski.
Whoa. Winston spells the Super Bowl like one word. So, that's not going to happen.
At least Brian doesn't. But Super Bowl, at least in the Super Bowl. Hold on. What does Caleb say? Caleb says there were Brady fans wearing Bucks jerseys yesterday. You think they would be wearing Brady Patriot jerseys, but not. No, man.
We've converted them.
Listen, yeah.
There is a lot of people, grown men, who care about what other grown men wear. What are you, some kind of fashionista?
Oh, dear God.
Now, wait a minute. We've all made comments about what
converts there, dude.
Listen. I don't care if you've been a fan for 5 minutes or 5 years. I don't care. Or 50 years. I don't care. I really genuinely just don't care. I'm just glad you're a fan. You can wear a brand new Brady jersey. You can whatever. I don't care. If you show up in a Patriots Brady jersey and root for the Bucks, good for you. Okay? Just welcome. Let's have fun. Let's cheer. Because we effing won, you idiots.
Yeah, okay? I actually love the Patriots support we've been getting this year, man.
Yes.
Even Robert Kraft, man.
Yes.
Thank you note.
Yes. Yep. I mean, come on.
Hey, did you see the Patriots plane land in Tampa yesterday?
No.
Dude, they weren't even in the game and they had as many touchdowns as the Chiefs.
No. Thank you.
I had Red Bull.
I had Red Bull.
Oh man, Johnny, where do they find you?
Right here, right
Where's
there.
Where's your page?
Everywhere.
What's your page on Facebook?
What's Happening Sports and Entertainment page. It's not. It doesn't just cover the Bucks. It covers every NFL team.
What's happening?
All right, Johnny. All right, you guys follow Johnny and get involved in his page. Thank you. All right, Matt, you want to say anything?
Yes.
Go for it, brother.
In the middle of Kansas City, Chief country. I made it through, and I was proud. I'm happy we won, and I'll be back to talk to you another day. I don't have a page.
Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, buddy.
I'll put it in my book.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Have a great night.
See you later.
Yep. See you later. Dude, you got any closing words?
Oh, we're done? I just drank a Red Bull.
Yeah, I did not, and I have to work tomorrow morning.
What? Okay, hey, we forgot some laundry here, so let me do some laundry here real quick.
Do some laundry.
Shout out to Advanced Auto Parts, Teresa at Advanced. Much love, much respect, and, well, more love. Shout out to the Deck Bar and Grill at Isla del Sol for hosting the Bucks Report watch parties all year, and we look for a continued partnership down the road. To all of the trolls out there, you guys, you've been entertaining, you've been annoying, you brought content, you brought inspiration, but you know what you haven't brought? Anything else. That said, Rick, appreciate you, and Harry the Greek, dude. Harry the Greek, Mr. Something percent guy who wins more than he loses, and that's what really matters in life. Thanks to both of you for filling in for Mr. Peter H. Blake tonight.
Joshua
Cole Allen, bro. Okay, look. Peter tried to give him the Ian Rappaport of Bucks Report label. No. Ian Rappaport, if he got sick with the coronavirus, he would have took time off.
And I bet Ian can't rap.
Right. And he can't rap like Joshua.
Yeah.
Although, hey, just a heads up, Joshua and our buddy Deezy there with the bars. Devin White's not a rookie. But great job. Shout out to Dirty, rapper from Pennsylvania, man. Great anthem. We loved it. We're going to get you on real soon. Shout out to Jacob Charnow and the entire Charnow family. Why? They put their faith in letting us exploit their son on our network. And we appreciate the relationship. We appreciate the love and support. Also, JETS, Jets. Ooh, I think I threw up in my mouth. Shout out to the foul mouth producer. Shout out to every Bucks fan who had to read post after post in the news feed for the last decade of how bad we suck, how bad they're horrible. Josh Freeman, Greg Schiano, Lovie Smith, Dirk Cutter, Toes on the Line, Aqib Talib like shooting people, Michael Bennett wanting to burn down something, LeGarrette Blount not being able to wake up for practice, MRSA. This team had MRSA. Everything that you guys have gone through, you're at the pinnacle. You're at the top of the mountain. The Buccaneers are picking 32nd in the NFL draft, and that means there's a ring attached to it. So, to the Falcon fan, to the Saint fan, to the Glitter Kitty fans, there is now a new sheriff in town. He has double the rings of all you guys combined. His name is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's led by the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. And he's bringing along his boy wonder Gronkowski, and more importantly, that nasty grave digger defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rick, great job as always. Give the kitty some catnip for me, and tell him not to smoke it this time. You're supposed to eat catnip, kitty cat.
Edibles.
Shout out to everybody behind the scenes in each one of these people's personal lives, whether it be a job that supports what they're trying to do here at Bucks Report, a wife, a friend, a brother, a sister, a mom, anybody. The support that you give us when we're off camera, the time you allow us away from our jobs or our family to do this is what's really making this possible. Again, massive shout out to Advanced Auto Parts, massive shout out to the Deck Bar and Grill, and previously earlier in the season, with this kind of being the end of the season here, we got to say shout out to Frank Hammonds at 320 Solar for everything he helped us out with through the season. Cedric Robinson, Deck Bar and Grill, we love you, man. Peter Blake, Ray Kennedy, Joshua Cole Allen, Nick Citro, Old Salty Buck, Jeremy Moreau, Tom Chang, Tanner Suarez, Joshua Cisnero, Philip Schwagler. And I know I missed some. And if I did, it's because I've been drinking too much. So I apologize. Rick, As always, I'm going to tap out here. My cup is dry. My brain is fried. It's time to celebrate the fact that not one ring, but 2 rings, 2 Lombardis reside in the city of Tampa. Raymond James Stadium. Raise the flags. Fire the cannons. The Buccaneers are world champions.
Boom. Absolutely. And I want to add some people here. I want to add Mad Colson. I want to add Mike DeRoche for being a part of this. You guys add a lot to this show, and I love having you guys on here. I really, really do, and I look forward to having you on here. When you don't come on the nights you don't come on, I feel like there's something missing, and that's a fact, so thank you. To the rest of you who are making comments, Brian, I love you, no matter what an idiot you are, and you have been tonight. Ryan Friesen, thank you for commenting. Tim Witherspoon, always with the best comments of the night. Every freaking night, Tim brings it. Caleb, good to see you. Christopher Cole, you are the man, and you know that. We love you here, absolutely, to the truth. Coffin, I mean, there's so many of you here. Teresa, I don't know if you're still around or not. Stephen Glasker, all of you guys. Gary Lee, I mean, there's so many of you here. I know I'm gonna miss him. David Moser. There are so many of you who made comments. All of that's very, very important to us. Even when we don't get to the comments, they are something that's important to this platform. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you comment, it helps us. Just making comments there makes a big difference for the platform. So thank you for that interaction. It really does help us. And sometimes I can get to those, sometimes I cannot. It all depends on the show and depends on what's happening, depends on what's going on. But guys, I appreciate you all. This has been a special year. This has been an amazing postseason, but go all the way back to 12 months ago. And if you think about the ride in the real world that we've been on, we had no idea it was coming at this point 12 months ago. The ride we've been on, completely separate from football, and the ride we've been on with football. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing 12 months. And to cap this last 12 months off with a championship, with a Super Bowl, and to know, this is the fun part of all of it, to know next year isn't who's going to be the quarterback. Is he going to be good? Is he going to be bad? Is he going to suck? You know, I mean, remember this one thing is we had a great year and things are looking up. Think about that. We had a great year and things are looking up. So to all of you, thank you. As we were just, it was just mentioned in the comments, Tyreek, peace. I want you guys to know this. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. And as always, how do we finish this baby out? I'm going to go to the raps to close this thing out, the 2 songs. But go Bucks, go Bucks.
Come on now, we ain't done. We talked about that. Gotta play harder. Gotta play tougher, harder, tougher, everything. Easy. Come on, boys, let's go now.
New year, new team, TB12 on the scene. He throw the rock up the ground, straight down to the seam. Godwin in the slot, yeah, he can't be stopped. Evans on the outside, yeah, the boy got hops. We ain't playing games, man, enough is enough. We gon' ball out till we hold the trophies up. 100-yard touchdown, and the D make them pump. Go hard or go home, and them boys in the zone. We them Bucks, and we taking over. 31 teams, best look over your shoulder. We them Bucks. It's our time to shine. They ain't never gonna stop, and we on the grind, and we them Bucks. Our team is louder, putting fear up in the league, and they folding tower. We the Bucks, and we winning it all. The ship is in our backyard, and this year is ours. On the D, let's start with that boy JPP. Sutton Vita in the middle, straight up plug the scene. David is so underrated, I can't believe. We got White, he be a rookie, but he a beast. Shaq gon' bust you in attack. Bully the line, deliver the sack. Young gun talking all that smack. Murphy Davis in the back. Dean and Whitney never lack. I'm just giving you the facts. This how you and this a fact. I'm just giving you the facts. This how you. We them Bucks, and we taking over. 31 teams, best look over your shoulder. We them Bucks. It's our time to shine. They ain't never gonna stop, and we on the grind, and we the Bucks. Our team is louder, putting fear up in the league, and they folding power. We the Bucks, and we winning it all. The ship is in our backyard, and this year is ours. We the Bucks. We the Bucks. We the Bucks.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on deck, no parlay. Down in Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay.
And we got a new captain now. Tom Brady's at the helm. Brought his first mate Gronk. Hell yeah, it's going down. Getting nasty in the trenches, man. Nah, they don't want that. Steady Tristan Wirfs, Steve Smith, Ali Marpet. Coming acting hungry, getting worked by Jansen. Chef until the whistle boy serve them pancakes. Giving Brady time to drop back and hit Cam break. First down Tampa Bay. Pound the rock with Rojo and Fournette until they break. When the front seven wear down, we working them DBs. Hit Godwin, AB, Scotty get 13. Hit him on the crossing route, hit him on the post. You can hit him underneath or just hit him on the goals. When they think they got it figured out and we exposed, Tyler Johnson making grabs, boy, you already know.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on deck, no parlay. Down in Tampa Bay. Down in Tampa Bay, we buck 'em up, we buck 'em up, we buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay, defense.
Acting by, boy, you can't move. Number one rush defense in the league starts up front. Y'all don't want no smoke with them dudes. The squad goes William, goes to Nunez, Roaches, Vita, Vey, and McClendon, led better and Ndamukong Suh. Try Tucktail, no matter which way that you head. Jason Pierre, Paul, and Sack Barrett off of the edge. Devin White's an animal looking to be fed. Levante playing games, this is where the play ends. Winfield Juniors making men cry. Dean and CD3 regulate the outside. When they ask who we are, we ain't gotta mention names. We some who gon' find a way to win the game.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on deck, no parlay. Down in Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. Down in Tampa
No biscuit, BA is the man. Left switching bowls, keep devising the plan to make sure we keep winning. One goal is advance. Keep picking against us, we don't give a damn. We'll still hold the Lombardi trophy overhead as the first team to do it in front of our fans.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on deck, no parlay. Down in Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. We buck 'em up. Down in Tampa Bay.
Hey guys, it's Rick Hughes. I'm your host of Live from the Cheap Seats and What's Cooking in the South. I'm here with the Foulmouth producer, and we are here. We want to hear your story on how you became a Bucs fan. We want to hear the details. We want to hear, give me if you can record a 60-second video or less right around that time, I want you to just tell me your story. Why do the Bucs mean to you what they mean to you? Tell me something special about you and how you became a fan of the Buccaneers. You're going to email it to this email address right here, cheapseats.live@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. I want to hear your story, what we're going to do on Tuesday nights at 9, Saturday nights at 9, Sunday nights at 9, right here on Bucks Report. What we're going to do is coming in from commercial breaks and things like that. I'm going to use your story. I'm going to have you share your story with the rest of your Buccaneers family. How did you become a Bucks fan? And why do they mean to you everything that they mean to you? Let me know. Email me at that email address.